Swear this world is getting real crazy. Man, they killing my folks. Man, they hurting my people on the day. Bringing back Jim Crow, man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? Man, out in the world. Am I a citizen? Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of King's Table, man. As always, your man, King City.
King Smoke.
Bangdo in the building, man. What's good,
Lord.
man? As always, man, how was your week? And remember, y'all let us know how you was your week down in the comments.
I can actually say my week was pretty good. And not even for no, grand reason. My week was actually pretty good because I'm making some milestones in life and motherfucking mental wise.
Some milestones. I like how you put that. I mean, it's like playing the game. Now, I mean, you reached a new milestone.
Unlocked a new trophy out this motherfucker.
Yeah.
But mentally, that's basically what I'm trying to get mentally. Mentally strong enough, to continue this motherfucking journey as we call life. Goddamn it.
That's good. How was your week, man?
I mean, I'm going through a healing process, but my week's been great. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say great, but it's going good. You know what I mean? Everything going like it's supposed to go. So I ain't complaining. You know what I mean? Just found a new job, so hopefully I'll be starting soon. So yeah, everything. Life is life, and like my man said last week.
Life is life. Yeah, I can say,
sir.
My week was, I guess it was kind of like the same as last week. It was kind of a boring ass week, just to be honest, which ain't had nothing.
Yeah, you gotta go do some interesting shit. You gotta just go smack a motherfucker at Wawa, see what happens.
My big black ass, they locking me up immediately.
Definitely.
You gotta keep it fresh every week.
Immediately.
Keep guessing.
No. Why I just can't go fishing or something?
Fishing.
I can spice it up, just go fishing.
Man, we gotta do the crabbing shit again. We gotta do that this time when it ain't raining or something.
And it ain't raining. We tried to go crabbing last time. It was raining like a motherfucker. Yeah, we gotta do something like that. Yeah,
my week been fishing too, because every time we try to go fishing, we always.
So y'all say y'all ain't never do the fishing. You say you ain't.
I got fishing rods and I ain't never caught a fish in my life. That's my shit.
I'm telling you.
Look, we always tried to take the women.
Facts.
And they don't. I'm sorry. It's not a fact. Not all of them, but the ones that we got, they not really down for the staying out there for too long.
Yeah, fishing is a patient thing. Mm-hmm. It's a patient.
I ain't caught shit yet.
Just give me some tree. I had a little bit of drink. And we can fish for like 4 or 5 hours out there, motherfucker. Yeah, you need to be patient. I'm out there. You know what I mean?
And remember, man, y'all let us know in the comments, how was your week? If you're on Facebook, drop it in the comments. YouTube, put it in the comments. Can you put stuff in the comments on Twitter? Not sure.
Yeah.
I'll be lying. Twitter, yeah. Put it in the comments. So we on Beltway Radio, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. I might be missing a couple things, but let us know how your week was down in the comments below. And remember to share this live. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah, man. So like we like to start off the show with what was something this week that you seen? I already know what mine was that you seen that was just like, just what the fuck is going on in the world, man? I seen
there's a lot of chicks going around now saying they need deposits for dates.
They need a what?
They need a deposit.
A deposit?
Yeah, like I'm putting a motherfucking deposit down on the house or some shit. Now,
put deposit for a date?
Yeah, just in case you waste their time.
Yo, what the fuck, man?
Look,
I thought you was playing. I thought you was bullshit.
Said $3,000.
$3,000 for a date?
Yeah.
We married.
something gonna happen. We gonna have a baby or something got to happen.
We need this in writing. You can't go nowhere for 6-7 months. 3,000. I need my.
You said 6 months. No,
I need some return on my investment.
because look, if I paid $3,000,
$3,000 for a fucking date.
It's been relaxing. That's what's up, man.
And she talking about because if it don't go right, what happens if you don't act right? And it ain't the date that I wanted to be, so I'd have put the deposit down on your motherfucker. Oh, I own you for a couple of months.
Own them? Damn, that's tough.
I put down on it. $3,000 down on it.
Let's just be serious.
That's
for a second,
crazy,
though.
cuz.
$3,000. Well, I'm not even gonna put first time tuning in. Appreciate you, man, Brian. Let us know what city, what state you're checking in from.
That's crazy.
For a deposit for a date. Number one, she must have had a lot of bad experiences to come with this conclusion. Like, I'm sick of getting my time wasted.
Well, she need to fix herself as a person.
Yeah,
Because how the fuck you gonna tell somebody I'm $3,000 to take you out
for her
on
to
a
have
date?
that standard? If dudes are going with it, then hey, you can't knock her hustle. Nigga like me, you ain't getting $3. I'm sorry.
look, if I paid $3,000, that means I ain't paying for none of the dates.
No food, nothing.
You are paying for it. You gave her $3,000.
Yeah, but look,
When
she
we
ain't
go
getting,
out, you
she
ain't
ain't
get no
getting
extra.
nothing else.
So this is what I want to know. Do the $3,000 deposit go down for the food that you paying for and everything too? Or she want that separate?
I want y'all to tell me.
The $3,000 and you paying for the
Are
food.
y'all
and
paying the
else.
deposit?
I ain't paying
Talking
shit.
to y'all out there. on the
$3,000.
internet, Are y'all paying the deposit to go on a date? Because a nigga like me, that's up.
Fuck no.
That's up.
No. And I love Rihanna. You ain't gotta worry
See,
about
look,
it.
I was planning to.
I wouldn't even do it for her.
That hell
She ain't
no.
getting a
Fuck no.
$3,000
And I
date.
love Rihanna.
Not on the
Wouldn't
first
happen.
date. First
Wouldn't
date ain't
happen.
$3,000.
Look, that's some motherfucking 20th anniversary shit right
You said
there.
the 20. She gotta wait 20. No, I don't know about the 20.
That's crazy, man.
That's a little bit too much.
3,000 motherfucking.
I'm gonna think about it, like 3,000
So what is the most you would spend for the first date?
for the first date. I ain't
First
gonna hold
date.
you. Nigga, motherfuckers be mad at me. We going to get ice cream, baby. We walking down the boardwalk.
I respect it.
What's the ice cream joint? I was just
I
thinking about
respect
it.
it.
Rita's.
I respect it.
That's it. Because in my eyes, like I was talking to a woman about this earlier. She was like, "Yeah, I just believe a man should pay for the date because he has to put in his application for your time." And I was just like, "That's cool." But I said, for one, I believe that you need to be friends with motherfucker before you can really date.
Yeah, the first date should be about. I believe you said that your aunt said this. Your first date should be at a place where y'all can talk. So going to a movie theater is not a good first date.
No.
'Cause y'all ain't
Somewhere where you can sit down and eat. Somewhere you can sit in the park and talk or something like that. That's because you learning each other.
Yeah.
Like
And honestly,
you right.
I don't believe that whole who should pay thing.
He
like,
said, "Hell no, you ain't paying for no date, man."
especially on the first date, you should be motherfucking like, I ain't gonna lie. I told a girl just like this. I said, look, if you don't make your friends pay application fees, you do shit neither. Because at the end of the day, you gotta be friends with them before you can really date them.
Mm-hmm.
So like that whole who should pay. If y'all really want to vibe and go out and try to get to know each other, just go out. And 9 times out of 10,
The vibes speak for all that.
and like I said, it's a lot of things in life that I swear on God that morals can pay for some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Morals can pay for some shit. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's been times where
Morals can pay for some shit.
morals, I don't even know if that's the right word for it, but like that's just like say if you give somebody a ride, like especially if you're not used to like giving people a ride and they offer gas money off top. That motherfucker, like everybody might say, hey, I'm gonna need some gas money, but that motherfucker be like, yo, I got this for you right here before we even say something. Sometimes like, no, you good, bro, because your morals and your vibe pay for your ride because you already had a mindset, yeah, I gotta give them something for helping me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
Yeah. Hey, shout out Sarah. I see you, Sarah, pulling up all
What's
the way
good?
from the UK, showing
Make
some
sure
love.
y'all share
How
this
was
right
your
here,
week, man? Let us know how your week was down at the bottom, man. We got love coming in from the UK. That is insane, man. I don't know about this deposit shit. What you had this week that you seen that was just like, what the fuck?
Damn.
I know.
I might be a little topic off this, but this has been stuck in my head. I wish I could have got the more clips of it, but it was I think it happened down in the South somewhere where some teenager, he was probably about 15, running from the police and flipped the car over and killed the friend and somebody else. And then what fucked me up when they pulled him out the car and had him in cuffs, one of his friends was ejected from the car. So instead of them walking him to another section so he didn't have to look at that, they walked him right past his friend's body and put him in the truck. That's what fucked me up. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, you could at least walked him, put him in a car, or not took him nowhere near that, but just put him in the car so he didn't have to see. They walked him on purposely right past the body of his friend laying on the ground.
Dang.
Like, so that's what got me this week.
That's good. Vessel pulling up. Man. And
another thing with these frequencies that we supposed to be.
You said that question.
Today. What's going on?
The question that? Most should pay for your date. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna say this week what bothered me just happened yesterday. And my daughter, as everybody know already, my daughter goes to Morgan State. And last night, this probably 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, some shit. Active shooter. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? 3.
I seen that too.
Shooters.
I seen that.
And the whole night we stressing, thinking about what's going on. Woo. She's good, of course. She actually stays off campus right now. So she was straight. It's like homecoming week or something. And I'm just like, at first, when you hear active shooter, you think, some white supremacist ass nigga that came through there. But nah, just 3 ignorant black niggas. Shooting up shit during homecoming week. They didn't kill anybody. They shot 5 people, 1 girl, 4 boys. But I'm like, when is this shit gonna stop? You know how much money motherfuckers spend to send their children to school? To get an education. And they can't even go there, live on campus without y'all bringing y'all outside beef. Because these weren't dudes, which no one got caught. These weren't dudes from the school. These dudes from the city. You get what I'm saying? That's coming to the school. Enjoying their parties, their festivities.
You know what I think, though? I think more parents for the future should start doing homeschooling.
Yeah, but college?
Like, I'm talking about, like, not you teaching them yourself, but having somebody come in and teach them. You feel what I'm saying?
They got stuff like that. I know this program called K-12, is a online type deal. But even without that, you should. Where can you go and be comfortable?
Is that where your kids are safe because they at home and home?
You ain't safe there. You ain't safe
nowhere.
nowhere.
You ain't safe nowhere. Yeah, you ain't safe nowhere, but for real. But
you seen the dude shoot people in the shopping center. You ain't like, where can you go in America now and be like, damn, I'm actually safe?
Nowhere, for real. You ain't even safe in the hospital.
What's good? Thank you for pulling
that
up.
Power, man. That gun put that power in their hands and they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
They put that power like, I got control of this situation no matter
Guns
what
make
happens.
niggas pussies, if you ask me.
Exactly.
You say what?
It's the power.
Guns make niggas pussies.
Think about it. It's mostly
scared to fight.
It's mostly pussy niggas in the police force.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly it gives you that power. Like, I got this. I can do whatever the fuck I want now.
Right.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them don't even think about it before it happens. I got beat up. I shoot them now because they mad.
Manchester.
That's how they go to jail.
Oh, shout out Manchester,
And
Connecticut,
and then the
man.
real them come out.
Georgia.
Cause I done seen motherfuckers, grown ass men on the phone crying for a bond to try to get the fuck
you
out.
See the dude who he killed his girl, and this nigga got on the stand. I'm talking about tears of a toddler.
I think I know what you talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because I seen a dude that did the same shit, killed his daughter. But when the judge reading off what he did to her, you on there crying like, you don't know what you talking about. Ready to zap out. Nah, it's too late for all that motherfucker.
Do you believe that a person that kills someone can be sad afterwards?
Yeah, because everybody got a heart.
For the consequences.
I know.
So what you mean now? You just said
But no, he wasn't sad because of the little girl passing away. He was sad because what he fucking did, and the judge telling him about himself. He didn't want to hear that shit.
See,
he wasn't mourning over the fact that what he did to her. He wasn't mourning over the fact
I'm not.
Just the fact he was getting time in jail. He was never coming to fuck home.
He was right in
no
shape or form.
A lot of murderers cry when they go to jail.
No, I'm not. Let's just say not
I'm
even
being honest.
not even just the jail part. What I'm saying is, I believe a person can do something and dearly right afterwards feel guilty as shit. Like they just zapped out.
But see, people like that I speak for is people that probably had just snapped.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It wasn't thinking about
like a woman that kills her husband because.
But for somebody to premeditate type murder,
say
no.
The lady was in an abusive relationship and she was getting her ass whooped all these years. She finally zap out and kill him. Now I mean, she's gonna cry harder afterwards. Now I mean, it ain't gonna be about no judge consequence. It ain't gonna be about none of that. It's gonna be she really loved this nigga, but she couldn't take that shit no more.
You remember? You seen the one with the mixed girl? She was in sex trafficking. She had in a sex trafficking. She actually had a pimp that was controlling her. She waited till he fell asleep. She grabbed a gun and she shot him. because that's the only way she could get out. They
I
gave
seen
her
that.
life,
They gave her life.
but she got out though.
Yeah.
She fought for that shit and fought for it. She got out.
Years later.
Years later.
She was like 15 or something like
she
that.
was young as shit.
I
Yup.
think it depends on circumstance about your question though.
What you mean?
Because I feel like most people, if you are remorseful about your actions, you don't usually get remorseful after your punishment. And what I mean by that is, like, let's say if, even being a kid doing dumb shit, and you know you was wrong for it, and you should feel bad, but you don't. You don't really feel nothing until your mom and daddy come down and say, no, all right, everything gone.
The consequences.
The consequences.
That's when
now
it hit.
you upset
Now
because
reality.
of the consequences. That's it. It's a difference between the person being upset.
I think you're right in a sense.
That's why I say somebody.
But I think you were remorseful before the consequence. I think when someone came to you and said your consequence, it made you belch out and show your remorse because now you're seeing what your action caused.
reality.
Now, I mean, it caused, but I think it was already there to begin with. I believe it was already there to begin with.
Nah, because I feel like
That's why, like I said, the example I used about the woman killing or her husband or whatever. I'm the type of person that was like, I don't see no reason for a judge to give her 20, 30 years because she zapped out and just killed this man. Of course, she killed someone, but the person she wanted is dead already. She's not going to come out and be a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? Give her 2-3 years. You should understand that she be getting her ass whipped.
but you know what it was? She took a life.
Okay. He could have took hers. I don't like
But
how the court system
But I feel what you're
sets up
saying.
a thing where
I feel what you're saying. He could have, but he didn't.
that's just
He
like
took his.
if I go out into the parking
And
lot
that's how
right
they
now
looking at it.
and someone does some threatening saying to me or they gesture a thing to me and I beat their ass and shit like that, I'm going to go to jail because they're going to say, well, they didn't touch you. Why do I got to get harm done to me first before I can do
That's
something?
crazy. That's
You know
I
what I'm
feel what
saying?
you're saying.
That's like that law. Like basically, if you have a way out of your house and you shoot somebody, you go down. But I'm just like, first of all, how the fuck you know? Secondly, I shouldn't have to try to escape my house
Because it's my motherfucking house.
because a motherfucker's trying to come hurt me or take
Right.
my shit.
I
So
should-
they're agreeing. They're saying it depends on, like Sarah says, it depends on the circumstance. I don't know, man.
far as what?
Unless you're simply a crazy ass serial killer type person that just has no remorse. I'm talking about just a regular 9-to-5 type of motherfucker that.
Just like I say, the only person that's gonna have feelings or snap out will be the ones that just snap, or the ones that's out here just shooting shit just to try to prove a point, and now reality's setting in.
Okay, so like this thing that happened in Baltimore.
Like
They
that type of
shooting
shit.
these kids. You know what I mean? Because that's what they are. They're kids. Now, are they wrong? 1,000%. Now, they didn't let the emotions get to the best of them. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know the story, and I don't give a fuck to know. But something happened. They start shooting. They shoot 5 people. So far, these people, they said non-threatening. One of them dies. They didn't mean to kill that person. It ain't going to be the judge that sentenced them 35 years to make them break down and cry. No, they was crying already when they found out they died.
But you know what? He looking at the fact that regardless if you was just shooting to scare anybody or whatever, your actions cause somebody to lose their motherfucking life.
No, facts. I get that. We're talking about in the thing of remorse. He was saying that remorse usually don't show up until, if I'm understanding this right, until after you hear your punishment. I don't think so. I think it's already there. I think hearing your punishment, now I mean, let it set in some more. Like, damn.
Reality, yeah, that shit come in
You know what I
real
mean?
quick. Like when you definitely know you ain't coming back outside into
But look,
society.
that's still the punishment.
Yeah.
That's still
It's
them
still the
thinking
punishments.
about
That thought that
the
I'm not
punishment.
going home,
It's-
I'm never going home, and I'm in here.
Yeah, it's they
Reality set in.
If reality setting in that way, that's what I mean by their reality set in that they're being punished. Remorse is one of those things. Like I said, I guess like in a way I can see what you mean because, like I said, sometimes the reiteration of your actions can cause that. But if you go through this whole court
Somebody,
case,
what the hell is the castle doctrine? I got to look that up. Can we look that up? He said in some states they have the castle doctrine. I don't know what that is.
and stand
Your ground laws. I know what that is.
But it's basically the same thing. Like in Texas, somebody come in your house, you can shoot them, and no one's gonna motherfucking care.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I know, like if you're in Virginia, you can't even set booby traps in your house because they can sue you. If somebody
What?
breaks, yes. If I set up my windowsill, if I have a windowsill and I put nails underneath it, so if somebody come in there and they cut themselves and all that stuff, they can sue me, even though they broke.
Because they broke in your shit.
Yeah,
cut their cell phone. You try to stop
yeah.
them from getting in there, and you get sued.
Yeah.
Man, come on, Virginia,
Yeah.
y'all gotta do better, man. And
Yeah.
Maryland too, because this no self defense law shit is crazy.
Because you taking
For saying that we got a lot of fucking murders that go on in Maryland like shit. Like people don't even know. Like
you killed, they label.
out of fucking, like Maryland got a lot of fucking murder shit that going, like shit just going on. Like why do y'all have this shit? How many house raised people kicking in people's doors, running their house in Maryland? This shit been going on for years. Like y'all gotta switch some laws up or something, man. Y'all gotta change some shit. That's crazy.
In the summertime, it's way more murders. In the wintertime, it's way more robberies. Motherfuckers is cold. They coming in your house. They ain't trying to catch you outside.
Right.
They trying to come get you in
Niggas
your
ain't
damn
running
house.
up on you in the car. They coming up in your house.
It's God. Now,
Shit crazy, man.
let's shift gears a little bit before we get to Smoke University.
That is a fact right there.
What's that? So anytime you fire your gun, it's the intent to kill. So you meant that. Yeah.
Oh, shit,
But
shit,
you got to
shit.
take into account that you got to take into account who's behind the gun.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because a person like me that was 14, 15, 16 years old, I'm busting that bitch too with no thinking ahead of time. But me being the same person I am now, I'm just older and wiser, I would think first. No, so you got to take in count.
I ain't gonna lie, I would bust that bitch now, but it depends on the situation.
Exactly.
I'm gonna think you right. Depends on the
Younger
situation.
kids, they ain't thinking first. It's boom, boom, bop, 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 bop. They ain't really. So to give them, that's what I was going to get into. To give a person, what is a fair sentence for a 16-year-old boy that took a life? What's a fair sentence?
15, 16, I say lock him up at least till he's 21.
I respect that.
I was gonna say
Hold him
25.
until he becomes an adult, 21, and then put him in a
You know,
program.
I was
Then
seriously
after you-
expecting y'all to, definitely y'all to, to say some crazy.
Nah, I'm gonna be
ass
honest,
stuff.
because my son 15. I got, you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking like, they mind ain't even mature all the way yet. So I think for somebody like 15 and they commit something like that, lock them up till they 21 and then put them in a program, like it can be anger management, it could be whatever, but
Then
something
doesn't matter.
to just to, you know what I mean? So they can get back into society because they was gone since they was 15 and they getting out at 21. So put them in a program and shit, even jobs, anything, help them with jobs or anything, just anything that can help their mental so they can get back into society.
So does it matter the intent? Like, let's just say if it was they've been
You'll never
plotting
know.
on this guy.
Now I can say this now. You 15 and you just slaughtered your whole family, then
Oh, yeah,
you need to be gone. Ain't no coming back after you 21.
Now-
But if you was caught in a situation, say you was getting bullied,
Now it need.
or you was getting jumped, or somebody was trying to fight you, somebody was picking on you, you picked up a gun one day, just said, fuck it, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, and he shot him, then I don't think he should be gone for the rest of his life.
The mind can be broken and it can be temporarily fractured. I will say that. That's why I say when you was talking about like the chick killing the husband and with the kids and everything like that, because like you said, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of a hardball with certain things, but thinking about it now, it is factual that with kids in certain situations, and we talk about adults getting in overwhelmingly emotional situations.
Now, what you say about this situation, now I'm not gonna say the female name, but God rest her soul, but she was in a relationship with a guy or whatever, and this man,
He said 16, you know, right for us, so lock them up. I get lock them up,
yeah,
but
but
for how
they still
long?
not mature yet.
They're not.
But fucking, she was in a relationship with a dude. He worked his ass off, went to work, bust his ass, did what he did. He was basically taking care of her and her children. Those wasn't even his children. But every time they had a falling out, they will put hands on him. Whether she was fighting them and the kids was jumping them, where they sent him to the hospital numerous of times. He got to a breaking point where he snapped and
Killed
he
them
ended
all.
up killing her and the kids.
Jesus.
And then he turned around and killed himself.
Now, in that situation, the reason why, well, he killed himself. If he didn't kill himself, number one, I feel bad for the man because he probably stayed around for her and the kids and all of that. He probably
loved the
worked
hell
his
out of them.
he probably loved them and
Yeah,
everything.
definitely,
And they
definitely,
abused
definitely.
him. But the only reason why I would say if he didn't kill himself, he deserves a lot of years, even though I understand, like,
Because them kids was innocent.
no, because you're grown, you can leave.
That.
See,
But how can
children
you-
can't
but how
leave the
can you
house.
leave your own house?
Children can't leave. You can. You got a car, you get in that car and you pull the fuck off.
That's that too. But
It's just that simple.
You right. You fucking right.
Now, a kid
I
that's
feel
in the house
like where
getting
I feel like
abused,
he was
they
wrong.
can't
at,
go nowhere.
Where I feel like he was wrong at was the
Well-
fact that you did something to the kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't agree with.
I want to speak on something.
That's
'cause
what I
the
didn't agree
man,
with.
the Wayne Perry. I will say, yeah, 13-year-old, 17-year-old black kids is impoverished communities are doing the most terrorizing with guns. But you literally put the nail in the coffin on why that is.
Yeah, 'cause he said impoverished communities, yeah.
Poor communities have the highest crime rate because they have the less amount of resources, they have the less amount of education, and they have nothing but hopelessness ahead of them. So no matter what they do, they don't see nothing but hopelessness. So if somebody gives them a gun and some money, they're going to take it. Why? Because they have nothing else. That's why no matter what poor area you go to,
Right.
you're gonna see high amounts of crime. I don't care if you go to a poor white
Right,
area,
yeah, yeah.
they're gonna have high amounts of crime. You go to a poor Asian area, it's gonna have a high amounts of crime.
Facts.
No matter
Survival, 'cause
where
everybody
you
living off of
fucking
survival.
go.
Yeah.
Exactly, because this legal system works only because it sustains us right now.
Yeah.
The people that it sustains are the people who follows the shit to a T. But if the shit does not sustain you, you will not follow it. That's why the only reason it works is because it somewhat keeps us together. But the moment that dollar doesn't mean shit, you will see nothing but chaos in these fucking streets, and that's just a fact.
That's just a fact.
Do you think it's coming? The way shit going right now?
Yeah. Yeah. You talking about the US dollar.
Nah,
Shit.
what he just said, what he just
He
sat
said-
there and said, do you think that shit about
It's coming.
is coming?
Hell yeah. You can literally see it. Think about this. The more inflation goes up, crime just gets fucking heavy.
They do.
Think about this. Like, even that shit, like, everybody talk about, oh, they robbing stores. And they said they just wanted some Jordans. And I said, look, check this out. Like, that's some shit that I understand from high society of people. They see them as they just want something. Now,
Yeah.
I guarantee they might have kept one pair of anything they stole and sold the rest like a
Because they
motherfucker.
needed
Yeah,
the
they
money.
needed the money.
Yep.
They needed the money.
Real shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And remember, appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. At 5:15, we will be taking y'all calls. The number will be at the bottom of the screen. Know what I mean? For the community meeting. But we got to move on. We got to get into today's
University.
Smoke University, man.
Class is in session.
Make sure y'all get that share icon next to your name. I appreciate you, Sarah, from getting that share icon next to your name. Y'all get the share icon by sharing to at least 5 groups.
So,
Shout out to the UK.
But yeah, let's get into some Smoke
So
University.
Smoke University today. It already popped up on the screen. But yeah, Smoke University today. Shit. My biggest topic is, do you think we need to stop teaching our kids how to be kids? Because at the end of the day,
I like that.
think about
I,
this.
I like it too.
We
I'm sorry.
teach kids to be kids. We never teach kids how to be adults, which their kid years is like the smallest portion.
It is.
So we teach kids how to be kids, and then when they turn 18, we expect adults.
That's okay. I'm with that. You dare
fuck
to
with that.
elaborate?
I like
before-
that. I like
before
that
we
too.
Join in.
So elaboration, like the biggest one. Like how many times, like as a kid, and this is not something to say that parents are bad, because this is something that we've always done, we've always seen. So, but we have to take into account that as black people, we have slave raisings. We raise slaves to this day still, because as black people, we a lot of times teach our kids about their opinions, about what they have to listen to and different things like that. Granted, that's a good thing, but it can be a bad thing at the same time, because at the end of the day, you have to teach them how to be functioning adults.
Yeah.
You have to teach them how to be able to speak up for themselves. You have to teach them how to be able to handle the world entirely. And if you teach them their whole lives that, oh, you don't got to worry about that, you just a child, I got this. Or if you teach them every time that they have an altercation that you're going to get involved, or every time that something important needs to happen, like sit down with your kids. Like every doctor's, like they said, other countries don't teach their kids how to be kids. They teach their men how to be men. They teach their women how to be women. That's the end of the day.
Yeah.
No matter what. So they're teaching them what they're going to need.
So we keep
to
them as
survive.
adolescents too damn long.
Too long.
Yeah.
Like adolescence, I'm sorry. Adolescence is 7 years old. It's time to start teaching them life. They didn't play, they didn't did all this, but now it's time. Like granted, like that's why you see places like kids who are raised on a farm.
That's why you see immaturity in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't know anything.
Yeah.
And that's why you got kids who are raised on the farm. They up every goddamn morning working with their daddy, they mama. So they doing something. You have to teach your kids how to be adults.
Yeah.
Because you cannot get mad at them as adults when you trying to figure out why they don't know shit. And the whole life, I don't know. I'm just winging this shit at this point.
Yeah.
And that's just like, and that's...
You tell a bunch of kids at 18, you got to get the fuck out. You ain't told them nothing about bills, balance in the checkbook, none of that shit. You right.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. I like, as a kid, I used to hate it because I had my aunt. She used to do this all the time. Like, I used to hate it because after I've done my homework, I'd damn near be in the house till it's dark because she didn't broke down shit so fucking far. They're like, at first, I'm doing a school project on what job I want to do and what steps I would have to take to get there. We was there so motherfucking long. I was irritated, but now thinking about his lessons, everything she did, because she see the project, but she also see that I'm trying to figure out what I want to do in life. So now she said, okay, so you're going to take this project and I'm going to teach you that this is actually, you're not just going to go on the website and say, well, I can do this and I can do this. We're going to learn. Today, we're going to fucking learn.
There's a lot of lessons just within that because as she's breaking down that and having you break down, it's teaching you business sense because say if you're going to open up a business, you're not just going to get it. You're going to have to break down everything, just how to get it. And then on top of it, as you was irritated because you wanted to go be fun, that fun was other parents not doing what she was doing.
Yep.
Just letting the kids do whatever.
And you wanted to join that and she wanted to keep you away from it.
That's a shout out.
So we need more parents like that, man. Yeah. Because you're right. Because I mean, we need to teach about credit, how to budget,
and it's a pass down
all that
thing.
shit. It gotta be taught.
Cause shit, even think about it. How many times that most time a lot of us will literally get irritated about the simple fact of a kid not being raised the same way we was.
Yeah,
we will get literally irritated. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I find myself saying, "Well, when I was a kid, I ain't do that shit. I ain't."
I'll be saying that shit.
But at the end of the day, you gotta think. For one, you grew up in an entirely different world than they did.
Yeah.
For two, they need to prepare. They gotta learn. And like I said, our teachings are passed down. 9 times out of 10, a lot of us are imitating what our parents did, and they imitated what their parents did.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a learning curve because you can literally see that after a while, a lot of parents will change the fuck up. And then that's why you always see, like you see it every time. You will always see the oldest child say, my mom ain't do me like that.
Yeah.
My mama would have fucked me up.
Yeah. Because they change. And the reason they change is because they learn.
Better.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's like, so we have to start, we need to take examples from that. Like, okay, we seen that they changed their parenting and got a different result. So let me see what this later stage parenting do.
So the man, D. Wayne Perry, he pops in every week. You know what I mean? I think
shout out to Perry. He was in here last week.
Yeah, I think he was like from Florida or something, if I'm not mistaken. But he said he got a different opinion from you, Smoke. You know what I mean? He said he overstands what you're trying to go. I would love to know what you mean by that. Know what I mean? But me, I'm with you. I think you said 7. I think it's a little bit too early. I think 6th grade.
Shit, 7?
6th grade.
You think that's
what
too
you
early?
about 10, 11?
Shit. But think about it though.
About to hit middle school or in that no, you in middle school.
Shout out to YouTube. I keep on forgetting everybody on YouTube, man.
7th, 8th, and then you go to.
But think about it. 7 years old, right? That's when you first starting to get your cognitive abilities started for real. So at that age, you can do a lot more teaching and absorption, which means that you don't have to teach them everything that needs to be adult, but you can now teach them better coping skills. Because at that age, that's when they say them toddler years, those years, that's when they start to get a little angry. Their emotions are flaring up. They don't understand different things happening. So there's a lot of teachings that can happen. So 7 years old, like I said, it's different lessons you could teach at different age grades. I don't really particularly know because I don't got kids. So I don't particularly know like what age will be preferred for certain lessons, but take a different lesson with each grade. And then
this is what I want to know. Where did we go wrong with teaching this new generation of young females how to cook? Because a lot of them don't know how to fucking cook. And I'm talking about microwave babies.
I can't say where we went wrong. When it comes to the cooking thing, I don't really think that
we can't blame school for taking home ec out.
I don't think
you're home more than you at school.
I don't think that's a man's conversation. Just to be honest.
For real.
I don't think so,
It can
because
be.
unless you're a single father, then blame yourself. But the women like to cook because their mama like to cook and their grandma like to cook. Now, if their mama ain't cooking and grandma ain't cooking because she on TikTok and she going to the club, that's your answer.
Damn. Well, you just answered everything.
Look, also, that's another thing we're gonna hit on top of Smoke University today. Kids don't do as you say; they do as you do.
Right.
So that's another thing that's passed down between kids. So we'll pass down these lessons, like talk about how many times have you been around a little person and you in your head, you like, they don't know what I'm talking about. Bitches ain't shit. Go fuck them hoes, so and so. You talking to your homeboy, you got your son right there, so now you thinking that he don't understand you. Now, right now, he probably don't. But that lesson has been taught. That bitches ain't shit.
See, he gonna repeat it. Whether he know what the fuck it mean or not, he
Exactly.
gonna repeat it.
Think about it. Like in elementary school, you know how many times I'm like on the bus, these girls ain't never been in a relationship, but they all the single ladies, same shit.
Yeah, you
Same
right. You damn
shit.
sure right.
We teach our kids the negatives without even knowing. Because we
Right.
think that they're not
They don't
paying
understand.
attention.
But see, it
They
ain't
don't
like when we was
understand.
growing up, when parents like, you see grown folks talking, you need to go
over there.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they'll cut that real quick.
I ain't gonna
Or
tell you,
if you see two grown person talking when I was growing up, you better not.
That's a pet peeve
No,
of mine.
no.
Me and my
You
old
see us
lady
talking.
outside, we smoking our
You know what I
cigarette or
mean?
whatever, and my daughter come open the door and just start talking. Oh Lord, do you not see us? I don't think we got a connection here. Like, you see us right here.
Adults talking.
Yeah, you got to go that way.
Give them the finger real quick. Hey.
And don't get mad at questions either. Because they going to ask them.
Oh, yeah.
They learning how to be people.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's literally,
Exactly.
they learning
They
how
little
to be people.
people.
But even though we're saying we're keeping them adolescents, and I do believe in that, ask your question. I don't have to answer it. Simple as that. I'm not a.
It depends on the situation.
You ask me why.
It depends
As
on
a
the
child,
situation.
you asked me why. And I done seen this go boom like probably a couple of months ago on Facebook. Like, when your child asks them why, you should tell them because they have the right to know. The answer is because I fucking told you to.
Other shit. But
Right.
like I said,
There's no why.
Right.
But even though
Right.
it's a teachable moment, because you could still get that same point across that I just said no because I said so. But it's a teachable moment.
Because it tells them that once you explain the why, now that gives them the right to have a rebuttal. That does them no good as an adult, because your boss is gonna come to you and tell you to do something. You ain't asking them why, or your ass gonna be fired. Point blank, period. You got to go do that if it's in your job description. There's no fucking why.
I feel what
here.
you're saying. Like, go wash the dishes. Why I gotta wash the
Nah,
dishes? Because I said it.
because this is in your job
gonna lie.
description.
I'm the goddamn parent. I
That
said
right
it.
there,
You do what I
I
say.
100% agree. But like I said, yep, factual, because every question
Yeah, he right.
don't need an answer. But
Yeah, you right.
but with the same mindset, you gotta take that every moment is a teachable moment too.
But
because
just-
at that moment, like you said, at that moment you was like, you got to do these dishes because that's chore. I'd say you got to do dishes. That's understandable.
But
I
as
don't
an
have to-
adult,
Only
as an
thing I
adult-
think that deserve an answer if they come to you about some shit that's happening in life and they ask you.
Yeah,
Then
because
I-
as an
then,
adult, you know
you know what I mean?
As a kid, as an adult, when you set chores, you know it's teaching them responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, I'm giving you chores, and say if a mom or the grandma, whoever they stand with, gives them chores, they're thinking they're strict and they just want them to clean their fucking house. Now you can tell this child all day long, I'm trying to teach you responsibilities. You're gonna need this later on in life. They ain't trying to hear that shit, and they ain't gonna understand it. Well, at least you don't think they will, anyways. So you can say it, but at the end of the day, you know they need structure, because if they don't have structure in life, it's not gonna work for them as an adult. Because you gotta have, because everything, and then when you whip their ass if they don't do it, or if you sit them in the corner, or you make them write 100 times, whatever your consequence is, it has to be a consequence. I don't like when people don't have consequences for their children, because it's like, if I don't pay my rent, I get kicked out. If I don't pay my car note, they take my car. I mean, so I have consequences. So for you to say, oh, I don't pop my child, or I don't give them time out, or I don't do this to that, then you're setting them up.
for failure.
Right.
I 100% agree with that. That's another thing.
Definitely.
It is definitely not enough consequences for kids nowadays. It is definitely not enough consequences. You can literally see it in school, because damn it, it's a lot of shit I seen in school that I wouldn't have ever. Or even if I did, I'd have knew for a fact I'm getting fucked up when I get home.
Oh yeah, you know that's coming.
Cause ain't gonna lie, everybody did bad shit in school, but I ain't never just full blown motherfucking teacher take the phone. I ain't about not teach out because you would take the phone like. Or one girl,
Yeah, right, exactly.
She tased the teacher.
Yeah, I seen
think we
that
talked
shit.
about this
Yeah,
before.
she did tase the fuck out of
and
him,
that's
man.
it. That's not enough consequences.
And that's like the dude a week ago beat the teacher up in the hallway and shit. Like put hands on this man.
And
I mean,
the
beat
part
him,
is-
man. Beat him bad.
You'll have a parent come to school, cuss teacher out.
I seen
After
the security
teacher got
guard.
tased.
That's what it was. He was a security guard.
No, I'm talking about this was me like in Norfolk. I went to Norfolk Middle School. I seen the security guard beat the shit out of dude, and I was happy as hell.
In school?
Yes, God. Thrashed him. But I was happy because dude was always messing with the man. Always messing with this dude. He caught him in the bathroom, beat the shit out. We didn't say nothing. When the principal and everybody came to us, asked us questions like, what happened? I don't know. To us, we think he deserved it. Because this dude ain't do nothing. Every day he just kept fucking with the goddamn. He wasn't a security guard. He was, what you call it? The janitor dude. He was fucking with him every day.
And the janitors don't bother
They
nobody.
don't bother
man.
nobody. Oh, he
They don't
fucked him
bother
up.
nobody, man.
He fucked him up, even though, he was an adult and he shouldn't have hit the child. I know that now. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I'm like, shit, he deserved it. I
agree
think
with
you
that.
need consequences
He needed
to
that
your
ass whooping
goddamn
for
actions.
real. I
Ain't gonna lie,
would have
though.
went there and watched.
I just
Shit.
saying, like you said, you say it's bad that a grown man beat a child, but in my mind, I'm just like, but you thought you can take that grown man.
Yeah, because you was looking at the fact that he was old.
Because at the end of the day,
They don't understand that. Grown man got strength.
hey, he do.
Right.
But I guarantee
My pops getting old too. I still to this day don't think. I go with my pops at.
I ain't fucking with him.
I'm a big ass dude.
You heard me?
I
I
said,
said-
that's a lot of strength.
But you heard me? I ain't fucking with him.
The bones, the muscles that been through life. He hit you with one of them motherfuckers. Ooh,
Straight elbow. He ain't got punch. Shut
Look,
up.
that's it.
Ooh.
Especially the real old dudes. I been telling. I said, look, they may not be fast no more, but
but
yeah.
if they catch you,
Go
your
on.
ass getting hit with the civil rights. I swear to God.
So gonna take you back to 1965 real
But
quick.
look, so okay. And remember, appreciate everybody for pulling up too, man. And remember at 5:15, I'm gonna let y'all keep letting y'all know. 5:15, we will be taking y'all calls for the community meeting with my man Vessel, and I know he down in the comments right now as well. What we were saying about the consequences to actions, right? I think this is another controversial thing. People say you shouldn't whoop your kids. Me personally, I think kids need a beating. I just believe there's a difference between being abusive
And a
and
beating.
discipline. Discipline and being abusive is a different thing. You come in the house, you had a fucked up day at work, and you taking it out on your old lady and your kids. That's abusive. They should take you round back, shoot you in your goddamn head because you doing too much. But if the kid did something, I'm not saying whip their ass till they fucking bleeding and shit. I don't give a fuck if you gave them 2 lashes or whatever your choice.
Hell,
'cause
bend him over one knee.
I'm not gonna lie, because even though I used to joke and say white folks do the standing in the corner thing, you ever been a child standing in the corner, nigga? That corner and you seeing like you can hear shit going on.
Hear
You
fun.
better not turn around.
You better, man. That is detrimental to a child.
See,
so
back
it
in
works.
back
I
in
feel
the
like-
day, my
I feel
mom
like it should be
whooped
the
the ass.
consequence.
My dad used to take a switch, right? I know he watching us right now. He used to make
Shout out
us.
to Miss Nietzsche
He used
in
to
the
be a
building.
tree beside our house. He'll make us go get the switch. Not one, you get 2. But I try to pick the weakest one. He gonna make you go back out there. So I already caught on to it. I had to get the strongest. This motherfucker will pull the bark off the motherfucking branch. So that way the air harden that motherfucker up. It's milk green when you pull the bark off. He'll twine them bitches together, braid them together, and let it dry up. My father we used to sit there when he used to babysit us. We watching Star Wars. You better not show the fuck off. He ain't gotta get up to touch you. That switch was that long. All he had to do was just like a motherfucking
ain't gonna
whip.
lie.
That bitch will wrap
I
around your
still
mother.
remember the motherfucking sound. That motherfucking sound.
That
Look, yeah, they ever test that motherfucker
Man.
in front of you?
Cool.
Like
Yeah.
they about to whoop your ass, nigga. They been making sure it's good.
Oh yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
switch will wrap around. You get
What?
a good switch. That shit will wrap
Nigga,
around. And
what?
then it say, bah!
You talking about slave days, nigga. I know what it felt.
Oh.
That bitch will go all the way around your leg and touch back again and unfold back out like that. Like my dad braided them motherfuckers together.
Shoot, my grandma, she used to put, you know them little old ass motherfucking heaters back in the day.
The
That shit was like a
furnace, yeah.
fucking
Oh, yeah.
furnace. She used to put that motherfucker on there and let it heat up.
He had that old school ass whip. She let that joint dry. I'm gonna let this
we
dry.
need shit like that. Like
We need
big
it again.
mamas
We need it again.
and
We
shit.
need
I ain't gonna
that.
lie, she used to have one in her car. And the crazy thing is, I asked her one day, because I got in the car and she looked at it and seen it in her like windshield. I said, why you got that switch right there? She said, I just had to let it dry out a little bit.
Ooh,
I
rushed the process. That was serious right
we
there.
got a lot of women in the chat today, but so I would love to hear what y'all gonna say. Somebody's calling me. Bye. This is gonna be controversial, whatever, but I blame women for making dudes soft as shit on these children. Because the reason I say this is because we want our ladies so bad that we're willing to stop things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we know that this way of discipline is for the greater good. You know what I'm saying? But the ladies seem to have been softer now, and they come, hey, you can't be like this and you can't do that.
Right, yeah.
And for the betterment of our relationship, we will stop. And I don't think that is right. I don't think that's the right direction. Maybe the dude should tone down what he's doing.
There should be a discussion had, for one, in private. I don't care what nobody say. There's one fact that I believe nobody should correct a parent in front of the child. If you feel like what they doing was wrong, that's a discussion y'all can have to the fucking side. But demeaning a parent, I ain't gonna lie, it's been times like I got homeboy. Because
how would that look to your child?
Exactly.
That somebody else telling you like, well, you know, you could have.
Yeah, because it makes the number one, it makes the child pick a side.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? And it makes the side that they're not on, it makes them look at the other one. Know what I mean? It makes the parent that's getting demeaned or that's getting chastised in front of the other. Know what I mean? It makes them look at them in a way like, I can't take their word. Know what I mean? And I have been a victim and a person that's done that in my lifetime. I have chastised. I ain't gonna say chastised. I have said things to my woman in front of the children, and I've had her say things in front. Know what I mean? But we've been together so damn long, I've seen the repercussions of both sides. Like, so you 1,000% right.
Yeah, he right.
You can't. And it's for one, it's a little disrespectful too.
Right, it is.
You done messed up their whole process.
Because you gotta think about it, they looking up to their parent, and to see another adult tell them like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have did it this way." And
it's like a man getting his ass whooped in front of his kids.
Yep.
There you have it. You know what I mean?
Because and also you didn't taught them that now I know that as long as I go to the other person,
right,
I can get away.
Right, like I don't have to listen to my mom because in that case, or my father, because in that case, this person wouldn't have said nothing to them. You know what I mean? So
bringing up that point, that's probably the biggest problem when it comes to kids. They have too many outlets that they can get away from their parents from.
It's crazy.
Too many outlets. Think about this. You don't have the same consequences in school. You don't have the same consequences. You don't have that adult generation. Because I ain't gonna lie, there's been times when nigga got his ass with another adults in the room looking at me like, shouldn't did that shit, little nigga. It just is what it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Because, like I said, when you hop in or you demean, even teachers like.
I just don't think that there should be, not say they should be because this is gonna happen. When there's two parents, there should be an understanding on how to handle situations.
And that's another thing. Mother and father.
Yeah, they won't say it should be in the household.
If y'all discussing something between y'all, it should be between y'all.
But there should be an understanding of how to handle it. It shouldn't be if a child comes to the dad, he handles it this way. And then if he goes to the mom, she handles it that way. It should be a standard. This is what it is across
that
the
unstable
board.
foundation.
Yeah, because they know who to go to now.
Right.
Now, I mean, they know how to play y'all in a sense. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
See, like my mom and my dad, they two totally different people. But
you say his baby mama used to do this shit all the time.
If I come to them on some shit, they both, if I'm wrong and I'm fucked up, they both gonna give me the same goddamn answer. It might be in a different way, but they gonna give me the same damn answer. My mom might be a little light on shit or how she gonna give me the answer, but my dad gonna be straight cold with it.
See, growing
this
up,
is what it is.
Growing up, my mom was I'm gonna say my dad was the enforcer. My mom was the get shit done type person. I mean, she gonna come to the school, she gonna say what's going on. When you come home, she gonna be the one chastising you, whatever. My pops was the one that, after she did all that, he ain't got to know all the details. He just know that you fucked up.
That's how much
she didn't yell at you already. You just fucked up. So now he gonna come in, whip the ass, and go back in the room. He ain't got to go through all that with you.
Not the whole process.
No.
All he
like I said,
you right.
But it was a standard that y'all had then that your dad was behind your mom, and your
1,000%.
Your mom was behind your dad.
1,000%.
That's what creates a stable foundation for children.
Right.
when the two parents are behind each other, but when y'all at odds,
That's
and the
where-
kids
ooh,
see, and that's the
yeah,
problem when the
that's-
kids see it.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
'Cause they can manipulate
See, by
it.
the grace of God, even though my mom and my dad not together today, but they still got respect for each other. You will never see them arguing or nothing like that. It's nothing like that. It's still love. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, my mom never brainwashed me or put in my head like, oh, your father ain't shit. Or your father's not doing this. Or even when my father was lacking at a point in his life, she wasn't throwing that in our face like, oh, your dad not doing this or he ain't shit. Your dad. I never heard that. You know what I mean?
I think when you get with a person and y'all know it's gonna be serious, I ain't saying first date type shit because you don't know at the first date y'all gonna know it's gonna be serious. When y'all know it's gonna be serious and y'all know y'all potentially gonna stay together, might have kids or whatever, y'all need to have them discussions, maybe not of how y'all gonna raise children, but at least about how you was raised as a child. Because you're gonna bring those into your stages of raising your own. So once you start talking about how you was raised and how they was raised, now y'all can come to understanding, y'all can throw some stuff away, y'all can do whatever and say, this is what we're gonna do.
Yep.
Now I'm saying, because if y'all don't have that, y'all gonna bump heads so much. And I believe at the beginning stages, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, like at the beginning stages of me and my old lady relationship, we used to bump heads a lot because I got raised in a household. Like I said, I hope I'm not saying too much, but I got raised in a household with mom and dad. Know what I mean? And from what I understand, she didn't. So it's like we came from two different standpoints on a lot of things, so it caused clashes when it came to raising children. So I think those things should
Be discussed.
be discussed.
Yup.
And
Definitely
also-
when y'all know y'all gonna be serious about it.
And shit, even when it comes to kids, like those are things that everything can become a discussion. Like we said, when you should never correct the parent in front of the kids, y'all can go in the room and have a conversation. You don't need to come off like, hey, you fucked up, motherfucker. You shouldn't. You could just listen. Hey, you might need to tone it back just a little bit. You did a little bit too much for the act. The consequence didn't really match the action type deal. That is conversations that can be fucking.
Yeah, I used to. I don't know if you're gonna be mad at I say this, but I used to cave his chest in.
I think King Tyson said one of y'all preaching. I don't know which one he was talking about.
Yeah, he said, Cuzzo preaching. Yeah, appreciate you,
preaching.
Cuzzo. Appreciate you. All right, she said, my husband told my daughter that your mother better not spank you again. I called him and said, you better not ever let that come out of your mouth again. So were you saying that, okay, my husband told me that my daughter,
Better not spank you.
so were you saying that the daughter shouldn't say that again or the husband should not?
No,
I'm not sure.
She was basically saying that the husband told the daughter that your mom shouldn't beat you, and she was like, "Don't say that shit again."
Yeah.
And that's factual because like we could have had that
You could
discussion.
have had that discussion, yeah.
And you going behind the back telling the daughter that, and
Yeah,
that's,
because so every time now when she about to discipline him, like, well, my daddy, know what I mean? Well, yeah, you right. You right.
and that's I ain't gonna lie, that factor is probably a little bit worse than you getting interrupted in the middle of your session. Because now you looking like the bad guy.
But just
Not
think about how many
there.
females the fucked up bonds with children with their father. Just by going off of hate because of whatever the fuck he did to her. Not thinking about your kids' feelings and their thoughts.
I don't know if I want to put that on just
Because I'd have heard women
Hey.
tell their kids your dad ain't shit.
I'ma be
and
real
I wasn't
though.
raised like that. And I'm like, damn, how can you put that in his head? Let
Now,
them make
I
that.
do hear
Let them get
more-
old enough to make that decision.
I do hear more women
feel what I'm
saying that
saying?
your dad ain't shit.
Yeah, I do.
Than dudes saying that your mom ain't shit. But I
Right.
don't know if I want to put that whole thing on women because it's to fail as parents, it takes both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? No parent is perfect, and it takes both of y'all because in order to be able to have an open dialogue, both of y'all got to be open to it.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
then this one thing too, you got these raggedy ass, fake ass mamas out here
This nigga terrible.
that feel like just because they got custody of their child, that they're a mother. And they're deadbeats. Cause you ain't buying your fucking hair done, your nails done, your makeup done, and your son come outside looking like dusty as a
I
motherfucker.
cannot stand.
And I see this shit
That
all
shit.
the motherfucking time. Kid, your hair done up, everything. Your fucking son's nose running, clothes dirty, shoes looking shaggy and shit. But you done
that's
up.
why for a long time I used to say all the time, man, I got the same clothes, I got the same this and that. It's because I feel like I couldn't afford theirs. Why the fuck am I buying mine?
And then you got the parents
get what I'm
out.
saying?
Then you got the real mamas out here or parents out here that may not have everything, but they kids fresh as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Them
Not
the ones
saying
I
that-
them the ones I respect the
No, no, no.
most.
I'm not
Because
gonna say-
they looking out for their kids before they worry about themselves.
There's a balance.
No, there's a balance.
It's a balance because
there's a balance.
You
I'd
can't
rather a
teach
person-
materialism.
I mean, not looking fuck, but no. Basically, I'm saying is, Their appearance.
They look
like they rather make sure their
presentable.
kid is good first before I worry about myself.
But I would
You feel what
rather
I'm
be
saying?
a balance to where I would rather if a person has their child growing through life getting joked about their clothes, but they were spending money and saving money for their college, putting it into a trust and all of that, but they kid got bullied. I mean, I still would respect that.
I respect that.
Because
Yeah.
they're thinking
They
about
wasn't
their
looking.
child.
There you have
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
And
At
they
the
wasn't
end of
looking at mere. I can't even get the
Material
fucking
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, they wasn't looking at that. They was looking at the fact like, look, I'm trying to help you for the future.
Yep.
Fuck these clothes and these shoes. Bomb it out.
Yeah.
But whatever I'm saving up, gonna help you in the future.
Facts.
So I respect that shit too, man.
Facts.
Yeah,
I definitely do.
them longevity lessons is what a lot of kids need.
That's
need
why I
them
say sit
longevity
down and
lessons.
talk to your fucking children.
Yes.
Don't fucking build a bond where you talking about, oh, we best friends, or especially females that got daughters, man. You know how fucked up it is out here right now. All that best friend shit and and we're friends. No, you need to be a mama. That's what you need to be.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't be.
Because that friend shit don't mean shit. You got to be a mama.
Y'all shouldn't look like twins.
Right.
There's no
Right.
universe where your child should dress like you.
No.
Period.
Right.
Like I just don't understand.
Not your
that.
age bracket anyway.
Yeah, I
It
just
should
don't
be a little
understand that.
different.
Like little, like I don't get that.
The fucking kids now don't even wear Borettes and shit now. You don't see no kid
love-
shit,
I'm
no
talking about
kid
down the
clothes
back
or nothing
weave.
that.
I'm like, yo.
Like, you don't see that shit no more. Like, they go straight from being a child
I
to a
seen the
fucking
little
woman.
boy. I seen the little boy. Not saying once again, you got the money to do it. You got the money to do it. But I seen the little boy. He got on some fresh ass clothes, Jordans, all the shit. He got a stack of money in his hand, and he's shining on. He got rings and shit on. But I'm like, yo, you got the money to let your kids floss. Okay, I get it. But what are you teaching them?
Right. And I don't know.
You're teaching them
what's
that
the rapper
this is
name?
important.
I don't even know his name. I don't give a fuck because I'll tell him to his face if I met him in person. Like,
And
I
that's two
tell him.
times. I know exactly what
There
you're
you
talking
have it. Now, and for you to just guess that off the top, you already know what I'm talking about. I don't appreciate your son rolling dice with grown ass men. That's not how you teach a boy to grow up. That man heading to prison.
Yeah.
He's
no,
heading.
I can't say that.
He's making a prisoner.
I can't say that.
I'm just
I
being
can't say
honest,
that.
bro.
That I believe, I could be wrong. I believe
he's going
that
to prison.
Boy, I believe that boy was in a household where he was getting I don't want to say molested because I don't want to be wrong, but he was getting abused. He took him in, and yeah, he got him looking crazy as fuck, flashing money and cussing and shit. I don't want to wish prison on him. Does he act like someone that's going to go in that direction of prison? Yeah, 1,000%.
So there you have it. Ain't nobody wishing prison on. I'm just calling it how I see it.
See, I don't think whatever the history
What is he
between
teaching
mom
him
and
to make
dad,
it? What is he
either
teaching him?
parents
What
should
we
be
was talking about
grieved.
earlier.
Nothing.
You basically got him online, just flashing money, doing the same shit your grown ass doing, and then y'all think it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, my son got jewelry, he flashing money, he doing. Nah, that ain't nothing. I know too many motherfuckers, 13, 14-year-old boys that act like that. And you're heading straight to fucking the graveyard or you going straight to prison. Because what are you teaching them as a man?
That is, I will say this.
That's what I'm saying.
Your son, your daughter. Your son is not your little shooter. Your,
Right.
your daughter is not your little best friend. Your son is not the man of the house.
I don't even think it would be like them dudes trying to be like, my son is my shooter and my daughter is my best friend. I think it's like the dudes be trying to be, this is me when I was younger. And the female be like, this is me when I was younger. Not me who I was, who I wanted to be.
Yep.
At that age.
And don't get me wrong, he's smart as shit. But why he got the knowledge to be smart and advanced at that age that he got, once you teach him how to budget, how to take care of himself, how to fucking credit, how
No,
to
no.
how
Don't
to
get me
do
wrong.
all
No,
that shit.
That little boy got people working for him. He got payroll.
Thanks to his daddy.
He got payroll.
But at his daddy is the reason why. But what are you teaching him as a man?
Because if you don't teach,
That ain't really his daddy.
no, but if you don't teach
He's
him,
not
It is his
teaching him
dad,
shit
but-
as being a man.
think about
He's
this.
not.
How many people grow old and say, fuck the family business? Matter of fact, it's a problem now where you got rich kids that want to be in the streets. That's a fact. Why? Because materialism,
And they
fun,
think it's cool.
the limelight,
See,
of being
yes,
cool. And think about it. That situation right there, that's a perfect example of somebody who he grow up like that. He gonna get in school, and let's be real, in school is a different ball game. Everybody's gonna want to be gangster.
She said,
I
yes,
seen
friendship is for peers and not parents getting high with their teens. This one is
And
a little tricky.
And
for
you know
me.
what's crazy? I seen that. I seen. Hey, look. I know.
Look, I got a side eye.
I know. Hey, these motherfuckers right here.
Look, listen.
I already
Hey, shout out Carolyn. Let me know what city.
I feel
state
what she's saying, though. I feel
And
what she's saying,
remember,
though.
before I respond to what she said down in the comments on Facebook, remember y'all can check us up on YouTube, Beltway Radio, Twitch, Twitter. And we will be taking calls at 5:15 for the community meeting. The number will be down at the bottom of the screen. Now, she said, yes, friendships is for peers and not for parents. That part, 1,000% correct. Now, she said, parents getting high with their teens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, I think that's 1,000% correct.
That's where they need to draw.
But I cannot be a hypocrite at this table. I can't. When he was a
So what you saying?
When he was a teenager, I was smoking bud with him. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you,
Well,
fam.
his goddamn name is Smoke for a reason.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I came in the house and the nigga was staring at the ceiling fan, and I'm thinking to myself like, he high as a bitch. So if he high already, I might as well.
Say he had that ooh wee.
I might as well see what's up. He got some shit that I'm missing.
Oh shit! Say he had that motherfucking ooh wee.
Yes, God.
This man staring at the ceiling. That's
No,
what-
but just to be serious though.
But I feel what you're
I
saying.
believe she is correct.
right.
I mean, she is correct in what she's saying. It shouldn't be like that. But I ain't gonna say it this table doing he got that hypocrite, man. I just can't do it. I gotta keep it a buck. I was smoking
I ain't gonna
with that
lie.
nigga, man.
I ain't gonna say it on here, but I have done that with, you know what I mean, the younger generation. Because they fuck with me. But I have sat around motherfuckers 15, 17, 16, in between that bracket. And I smoked big J's with these motherfuckers. But at the end of the day, I'm not their father. I'm not their mother. So
No. I did it because that's what it was.
And me too. And I didn't do it.
And it was my younger thinking. Like, she's right. When we think about it right now, she's 100% right. But my younger thinking was, well, if he gonna do it and I already do it, I might as well do it with him so he can know what he's smoking, so he don't get tricked and laced. And
I'd rather for you do it with me
That
than do
was
it with
my
somebody
younger
else.
thinking. My adult thinking should have been, don't do it at all. You get what I'm saying?
Let my son
But-
come to me at 15 years old and say, Dad, I smoke weed. And I'm going to say, son, grab that blunt over there on that counter over there and bring it over here to me. I'm going to roll it up. And we going to smoke and we going to sit there and talk. But I'm going to get you high. And I don't want her, you say, oh, I don't want no. Nope, you going to hit this because you.
See, no.
But I'm going
That
to
don't
talk
work.
to you. But
That
I'm
don't
going to
work
talk to you
because
on top of that. I want to talk to you on top of that.
I tried to do like me and my cousin. I ain't gonna say who it was. Now, I mean, I don't know if you want to know. Now, I mean, but me and one of my cousins, we tried to set him up. I tried to say that we gonna get him so high that it scares him from this shit. This was our plan. Didn't know that he gonna change his name to Smoke.
That's King Smoke. They said that's King Smoke. You not. That's King Smoke right there, cuz. Y'all ain't do nothing but make his motherfucking night.
Yeah.
That's all you did. Oh, they rolling
Ain't
another
gonna lie.
one? Oh, shit.
I didn't have something to fucking questionable. I said hell no. It was one time that crazy thing is, it was a teenager.
I don't think we should be talking about this, but it's all right.
This is a grown motherfucker. I'm not gonna lie.
They say
it's
it's
a grown
legal. It's
person,
legal.
but it was a slow man, and they wanted to smoke with him. I'm sitting there looking at him like, I might get canceled for this, but I'm just like, so you trying to make this man dumb high? Like we ain't about to do this shit right here.
This nigga said, you gonna make him dumb high?
I'm so serious because it's just like how.
That's changed gears for me. We ain't gonna talk about the mental.
He had me ready to go back. Hey, I remember this old white dude. He was a veteran, young. I'll never forget, young. And he ain't smoking like
behind
20
my
some
back, you're right.
motherfucking years, man. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna smoke a blunt with you tonight. He like, yeah, man, I haven't smoked in 20 years. Man, I swear on everything I love, man. The man hit one J, he passed out. I thought he was dead. I was ready to leave. I was ready to leave the motherfucker where he fell at. I was gonna leave him there. But
This
the person
man
was like,
fucked
no, don't do that. Nah, you here together. I'm like, man, cuz this man hit some good ass chronic. I made sure it was good too. I made sure I looked for the perfect chronic for this man. But he was a veteran. He said, I used to smoke back in the day when I was in the military, but
What up,
that's
Carolyn?
Carolyn. I was trying to figure out who that
I
was.
knew,
Okay.
I figured
yeah,
it
she
was her.
definitely said that right there.
Okay.
I made this man pass out, man.
So, okay. Now, I mean, because it's getting to that time. Remember, 5:15, we will be taking y'all calls. Now, I mean, number will be down at the bottom of the screen.
What up, Jeremy? I see you watching.
We never ended Smoke University.
So-
You got to sum up.
I got a little
I ain't gonna
sum up.
really say sum up, but
Yeah, I got a little sum up of it. So basically, we're gonna go back to the main topic of focus, because it branched off because it all correlates to what I said.
right.
So again, we need to start teaching our kids how to be successful adults rather than how to enjoy their childhood. Because enjoyment of childhood can be done as you're teaching them how to be an adult. At the end of the day, it could be done. Like right now, it's kids right now outside working with their dad on the farm, happy than a motherfucker. They done rode a dirt bike up the junk fast than a motherfucker. They done had fun, but they got to get to work at the same time. You know what I mean? Everything, you can still have fun with your kids and give them the lessons they need. You don't have to sacrifice lessons for fun. You don't have to sacrifice their future for short-term entertainment, because you can teach them that the short-term entertainment is better than your future.
Sarah said, my mom always said, I'd rather you smoke if you're going to anyway, in front of me rather than behind my back.
Right.
So-
Facts. Shout out to Sarah,
Shout
man,
out
coming
to
in
the
from
UK.
UK. You can tell she from the UK because she said mum. Like
Yeah, that's how I read it too.
She
Like
said
mum.
M-U-M. She said mum.
Yeah.
Facts. Like that's how I felt. Like but Carolyn, now that I know who it is, I can't just say Carolyn anymore because I gotta say put the un in front of it. No, I mean I didn't know that.
Say
first.
auntie.
Yeah.
She said back in the day, I did make my son smoke cigarettes like that.
Cool.
Yeah, because he probably.
I'd rather you give me
he
the
probably,
treat.
He probably no. I think she's saying like he's seen her so much, or
Okay.
if I'm not understanding, if I'm understanding that right.
Unless you're talking about what you said, we try to make him smoke so much.
Well,
that he-
it was, but you know what? It was parents that they caught you smoking cigarettes. You gonna smoke
That
that
whole
motherfucking pack right here.
to make you
Yeah,
get away
yes.
from it. And I thought we was doing that with this nigga, but today
The
he's-
weed ain't doing that's just more than
He's
smoke.
king smoke. Yeah, but
He was sitting, look at him over there cheese. That
but no,
motherfucker
but
sitting
when
there like
you
they
see-
want
when
another
you see-
one. Okay.
Shit. The crazy thing is, the hardest part was keeping it away from his mom for years. She didn't find out till he was like 17.
No, forget all
Ooh.
that. Forget all that. We gonna put this shit on the goddamn table. He threw me under the goddamn bus. Is what happened.
Oh, man,
he
they
threw
didn't do
me
that shit,
under
did
the
they?
bus.
Come on,
Talk
yeah.
about so. No, this is exactly what all I hear from the guy. I'm washing dishes. This is I don't know what the conversation was. All I hear is Quattro smoke too. What?
God
Nigga,
damn.
I am 17. Like,
Damn. On blast. You can't duck that one.
And then when she found out, I said, well, he been doing this since he was like 11. She was like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, oh, shit.
See, you got yourself in
And
some
then check
shit.
this out.
Because you knew about it. You ain't say
But
nothing.
just out. And then she took me to my dad. Like I had met my dad. Like after you got out and everything. And my dad, he ain't had no better opinion. He said, "Well, I smoke too."
God damn. That just put the icing on the cake right there. God damn.
But yeah, so, yeah, you're right, though. But I think she's right. I mean, you shouldn't do it and blah, blah. I mean, all that type of stuff. But, you know.
Life is life and out here.
Like, yeah. But to go with what your topic was for the university for today, we shouldn't keep kids in that adolescent stage for so damn long.
Forever.
Know what I mean? Because they end up in high school still playing too damn much. You know what I mean? Because they don't know how to break.
The childish
Yeah.
nature. And then
But-
you go into jobs. Childish. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's a big thing too. I seen like I wasn't the best person when it came to job because I was still immature. But when it came to job, like I see kids now coming into work, these motherfuckers like, well, I don't gotta worry about nothing. So even if I get fired, I can just go home. Which can't think like that. It will fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that mindset kills adult thinking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, I can honestly admit, as a human being, I had that problem my goddamn self. As a human being, I had the problem. Well, shit, mom and dad got me, and after a while, you can't keep saying that. You can't be goddamn 36 talking about mom and dad got me. They do, but
Right.
at the end of the day, they got you because they care about you.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't got you because they want you to be a fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, being a grown ass man, I could admit that was me.
I think keeping a child as an adolescent for so long,
Damages the fuck out of them.
that's what I was gonna say.
They definitely fucking do.
Because,
How are you teaching them to be adult
Yeah, because
when they so used to being pampered? That's what it
I'm
boils
trying
down
to say
to.
something without saying
Not
something.
having
I think
responsibilities
I'm
of their
gonna
own,
I think
not
we
going
choose
through
not
the struggle, not
It's-
dealing with not having shit and not having nobody, but
kids
always
scared
having the
to make
parents
a
to save
doctor's
you
appointment.
24/7. That's not.
No, I'm talking about it's kids that's lacking on being an adult and don't want to tell their parents because now their parents is all of a sudden deciding to say something now, but they don't know how to handle. The child don't know how to handle what the kid is saying. I mean, what
Can
the
we have
parent is
raise a
going to say
hand?
back to them.
I'm grown. Well, fuck that. We being honest on the show. I'm gonna be honest too.
My mom was always that's one thing I can admit to. My mom, my dad, they sucked us out of that childhood stage in a minute. Fuck your imagination. Fuck your whispering. Fuck all that. Chores, things you got to do is pronto. Matter of fact, I don't give a damn if they went out partying with their friends and they came home at 4 a.m. Your ass would get smacked in the back of the damn back with a broomstick if that shit won't done when they came home. Real shit.
God damn.
And my parents weren't abusive like that, know what I'm saying? But when they had to do what they had to do, it just is what it is.
Right.
And sometimes you got to. Like I said, back like when I was saying that consequences have to be.
Yeah.
They have to be because at the end of the day, real life have them. And 9 times out of 10, you will fuck yourself up more than that belt ever did.
Yeah.
You will fuck yourself
yeah.
up more than that belt ever
definitely,
did.
definitely.
And like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't the best person in adulthood, but I ain't gonna lie, that belt did get me out of prison because I ain't never fucking been.
Yeah. I used to look at that statistic and be scared. They said 1 out of every 4 children will go to prison. I'm like, damn, I got 4.
See, this what Jeremy
Who's going
said.
to be one of them ones?
My man Jeremy said it's because too many kids are having kids and they don't have the maturity level to parent. So you think about that too?
I think if
Because I see it too in the hood.
No, he's right. But
He's right.
if we take the mentality that we're speaking about now and we can get people to instill that in their children, try to break them out of the adolescence fast, I don't think no matter what age they have kids, it will be okay. Because you got to think about grandma and them used to have kids at
Right.
age 12.
13, 12.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
And
early.
everybody was fine.
Early.
I mean, but they had that in them, like, you got to work. I mean, you got to do.
Yeah,
but-
just think about the
you got-
time frame and
Yeah.
how shit was
Because
back
they
then.
raised their kids to be adults. They did not
Right.
raise children.
Even
You
some
can't
some
raise a
tribes in Africa look at 10-year-old boys like grown men. They treat them like grown ass men.
Mm-hmm.
They don't look at them as little kids. You got them leading tribes and shit.
child. That's why.
He said, yes, let
So
them
it's-
learn.
it's real
not
shit.
always rescue them because
I agree with that.
Teaching them nothing. Good insight, gentlemen. Proud of you. Thank you.
I agree with that.
Nice, I'm glad
And
you
remember,
pulled
we
up
got
on
3
Carolyn.
minutes. We're
I'm
going to be
glad
on the
you're
line
here.
with my man Vessel. We're having a community meeting. The number will be at the bottom of the screen. That's 301-1040.
Share.
I'm actually going to put it into the chat. We will be taking y'all calls. He's going to pose a question or a topic for us to discuss. And even after that, the number will stay on the screen if y'all wanted to call in to discuss something that y'all been hearing with us within this first hour that y'all can call in to get
And for
your
everybody
thoughts out.
tuning in, share this live right here. Share,
Yeah.
share it to your mamas, your grandmama, share it to everybody,
Yeah,
man.
just go down, hit Messenger, and just tap every
There you
goddamn
have
body. Get the word out there. So while we wait on my man Vessel,
Can I step out real quick?
Just to-
this is third
just to-
time this week. Hey, can we get the
yeah.
stream real quick?
So we're going to end your university. From what I understand, what you're saying is don't keep them adolescents too long. Them being adolescents so long mess them up as an adult. It also makes it harder for the parent because they're going to have to step up with all their falters that the child does as later on in life. So, my thing is, what would be the answer?
What would be the answer?
What can, because it's here now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't rewind time. How do we shift gears?
Everything is about moving forward. No matter what you do, because like we always said, the past is the past, but everything is about moving forward. So when you teaching your kids now, like I said, it's not an overnight process, but the more you push this message and we try to instill these things going forward, we can curve the problem. Because at the end of the day, everything, at one point in time, everything was a problem. Racism was a problem. Fucking crazy ass fucking motherfuckers just smacking the shit out of their wife because the chicken was too cold. That was a problem.
That's not funny. Okay.
But it was a problem.
Yeah.
And life can curve that, but it's up to adults to curve that. Kids can't curve that. You have to teach the next generation to curve that, but it all starts with the child.
Facts.
Everything starts with the child.
Facts. Once again, appreciate y'all for pulling up. We about to start our community meeting. The number will be at the bottom of the screen. 5:15. We'll be taking y'all calls, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yeah. Let's get some of this cognac and Moscato up in this though. While we wait for my man, I appreciate everybody the love, man. The love been deep today, man.
Oh yeah,
This
We
most
in there
women.
today.
Yeah, a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, we got some thing on Twitter too. I don't know if we still live right now. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Oh, we got to call him.
I just want some love.
Yo, appreciate you for calling in. I believe this is my man Vessel on the line, correct?
Yeah, what's good? What's good?
What's good with
What's
you,
good,
fam?
Keith? Hey,
That's good with you, man. What you got today for the community meeting, man?
hey, the conversation's been real deep today. I got to get that to y'all, but I wanted to shift gears for a little bit
Okay.
and kind of talk about like relationship status between man and woman.
Okay.
And the question I propose is about the 5 love language.
Mm.
And the 5 love language is physical touch, act of service, gift giving, quality time, and words of affirmation.
Say that one more time.
And
Say them 5 love languages one more time.
The 5 love language are physical touch, act of service, gift giving, quality time, words of affirmation.
Mm.
And the question I pose is, does these 5 love language impact your relationship with your partner or your spouse? Does these impact it?
Mm.
And just tell me how. And I just want to see what people feel about it before, or do you want me to expound on what I feel about it?
Matter of fact, let's see what people feel about it. You hit us back 5:30 on the nostril, and you give us your thoughts on it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
So the question. Matter of fact, before you go,
You gone.
damn, I know you're still listening though, my boy. Give me those 5 love languages again in the comments.
Yeah, I need
just so y'all can do it. I believe, if I'm not right, can someone Google the 5 love languages for me? I believe it's physical touch, gift giving, love. I don't want to mess it up. There's more females. I see him back in the chat. So can you put the 5 love languages down in the comments for me? So his question was, there's 5 love languages, and do you think that those things impact your relationship? I believe, without
A doubt.
yeah, even if one of those things, even if one of them disappears, it will cause harm in your relationship.
Most definitely. That's why I tell people all the time that intimacy is a lot more deeper than just sex, kissing, and shit like that. It's a lot deeper than that. Let's say you gotta, like you said, active service, receiving gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time. Because for one, quality time, you gotta have it. If you don't, feelings can go away.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Active service. Sometimes you gotta do for your partner. You gotta cook them some food sometimes. Sometimes you gotta run to the stove for them. Shit like that. Gotta have it. Receiving gifts. Everybody needs them. I don't care if you man, woman, anything.
And the gift can be just a lunch popped up at her job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And shit, a gift, and shoot, women gift to a man, I ain't gonna lie. You could change a whole dude day just by packing his lunch and putting a note under his sandwich.
Facts. Yeah.
You give that man a love letter under his sandwich, I swear to God, he gonna come home banging them walls out. I don't even care if people online, but it's facts because it makes you feel
You
like
gonna have that man thinking all day at work.
all about you.
Damn, keep
She
unfolding
said-
that joint like, yep, wait till I get home.
She said, yes, but you can't only think about your love language. You have to take your partner's love language into account. That's a fact. Because it takes both of y'all. Now, I see that we have a lot of women in the chat. I would love to get y'all to know. The number is 301-761-1040.
Call
We're
in.
taking in y'all calls, man. And sometimes the closed caption covers up the number if you're on Facebook. So turn that off. You'll see the number clearly. I think for me, the gift part, I don't really give a shit. But I can see why with women, the gift part is necessary. I don't care about gifts.
I would say it's cap.
You say it's cap?
I say it's cap, even for you. I say it's cap. The reason why is because
I don't think so.
even though we don't look for it, you appreciate it and it will brighten up your day.
That's facts. But I'm bad at showing it. So I'd rather someone not give me a gift because I don't have it in me to show you that I'm happy. Even though I'm happy, I don't know how to show you, so it's going to make you feel like shit for doing it. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, damn, is this motherfucker happy? I don't know how to show excitement for a gift, so I'm like, just don't buy it.
But shit, honestly, it's like sometimes like the act of showing excitement ain't it. Sometimes like I said, everybody show excitement their own way. So some people don't get outright and outrageous.
So what do you think about physical touch can be what? Sex,
Kissing, touching,
hugs,
laying up on the couch watching the show.
yeah. Now, I can say as a dude, they can call it simpish or whatever. I think that's necessary for me. Because if I can't touch you, I don't need you.
Yeah.
It's plain and simple,
Real shit.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so what we got? Physical touch. What was it? Physical touch. I'm gonna need my man's to put
Physical touch, receiving gifts, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service.
So what is words of affirmation?
You're beautiful today. I love you. You make my world better.
Just
by
showing
you
another
being
way
in
of
it.
showing affection. Just
Yeah,
another
okay.
word for
Words,
showing
because ain't gonna
affection.
lie, words matter too. Because if most of y'all altercations is either something that got to do with what's going on in life or some bad shit, and it's never that intimate talk with your partner, it can fall out. Because at the end of the day, you did it when y'all first got together, but it can
Say the
sometimes
phone is
dilute.
busy. Somebody just hit me and said they called it. The phone is busy.
Call back.
Call back. You got to call
Ain't
in.
nobody
Call
on the
in.
line.
Yo. You on the line with your man King City, King Smoke Bang, though. Thank you for calling King City. But let me know what city, what state you're calling in. Who we got on the line?
This is Niecy B, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Oh, Niecy B.
Calling in. So, so do you think the 5 love languages is necessary in a relationship?
Yes, I really think it's important. With me, sometimes I get roses every now and then, considered as a gift. We love that. And then also quality time. I think date night is important for couples and stuff to go somewhere and do things. And when you don't have that, that can be a problem. All right, see y'all later.
Yeah.
Yes,
I agree
indeed.
with that. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, but and I'm trying to think of what the other one was. Sometimes you compliment each other. I mean, don't necessarily have to say you look good, but hey, I love you.
Yeah.
You're doing great things. Those are the kind of things you want to hear. You want to hear more positive than negative things, and that makes an excellent, great relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate
Yes,
you
it
for
did.
calling.
I agree with that.
Georgia in the
All
building.
right.
Yes, sir.
She right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
She right.
100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to keep that affection. You got to keep that. Basically, you got to let your partner know, and you got to keep that in them that you love them, and that love ain't changed.
Yep.
And as long as you show them that every day, you can last a long motherfucking time.
That's a long time.
You ain't got to go all the way out your way to try to be like, oh, I got to get this to please them.
You hit something though.
Just
You said that
words,
love
man.
ain't changed. When people start saying that love has changed, you can look ugly to them. Now, I'm not saying that your appearance is ugly, but you would start looking unattractive
Right.
Yep.
when
Right.
your love has
I've
changed.
been there. I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, I've been there too. It's
I've
just
been
like
there.
your whole mood around them change, and sometimes it get to the point where they don't even have to be wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be wrong, but their being doesn't sit well with you
Yep.
like it did. And a lot of times that come from you looking at them as a shell of what you fell for.
Yeah. Remember that number is 301-761-1040. We're taking your calls. The question was, does the 5 love languages mean something in the relationship? And you got the list. Can we get those
Yeah,
5
read
love
that
languages?
again.
That was
Most
from my
definitely.
man Vessel called in.
Act of service, receiving gifts, physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time. Now, I kind of want to get back to
She said something about sending roses. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let y'all in on something real quick.
some high ass.
I started this thing that with my wife that I think I want to stop. I started this thing where every Valentine's Day, I send roses to the job. Now, when I first started it, it was like, okay, the dozen is gonna be the amount of years we've been together. I gotta stop that because we've been together since 2008. It's a lot of goddamn dozen, so I can't do that. That costs too goddamn much. Now, I need to do something because sending people roses, unless you're gonna plant them motherfuckers and cut them up, I expect, unless you rich, that ain't the way to go. Give her some roses, a dozen, some bears, cook, rub the feet, rub the bath. Stuff that's inexpensive. Do the bath, bubbles, bath salt, that type of shit. Because if you're trying to go down the road that I was trying to go, there's a dozen for each year. Your pocket's gonna go thin, my guy. I just gotta throw that out there. And then I remember one year I missed the Valentine's Day jam. I think I probably was over the road or something. And she called me. Like, we forget
Well,
something.
damn roses.
We forget something. I got her and her co-workers looking for the damn roses.
Oh shit.
I want to bring something to the table that's a little bit something like, granted, we all talk, because as men, we love doing that thing for our ladies. Like said, some might, but we love
But it gotta
doing
be
that
the
shit.
right one.
She
Yeah.
said give them a lot. Can't let them hear a lot of negative. Give them some positive.
I agree
Yeah,
with that too.
that goes with the affirmation, and I believe that is a 100% fact on both ends, because I don't care.
Police chasing somebody. My bad. The police is chasing somebody. Go ahead.
Most men, we will go our whole life saying, "No, we won't really care about the gifts. We don't really care about none of that sentimental shit for real, for real." We'll say that, but it feels some type of way when it don't happen.
Say that again.
A lot of men will neglect those things as stuff we don't need. That goes with the whole I'm a manly man type thing. So we'll neglect those things like we don't need it, but we definitely want it.
Yeah.
And we definitely love when it happened. And crazy thing is, a lot of times that'd be the times when we know when she the one, when you ain't never experienced it and she give it to you. Because I ain't gonna lie, as a man, I like to receive shit that I know you thought about me for.
Yeah.
Like, if I've been talking about something for a little minute, like, I say, it don't gotta be expensive. Nothing has to be expensive. Nothing has to be costly, because every little thing. I literally had a girl for Valentine's Day write me a note for every month of February, and
Every day.
every day. My bad. Every day of February, and I could not open any of them till that day. And every single day, it was a positive message about how much she cared about me, different things she liked about me, shit like that. So every single day, I'm opening up messages and it brightened up my goddamn day.
Right.
Never even thought to care. Also, not gonna lie, motherfuckers might call me a simp, motherfucking sensitive motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, I like being a little spoon. I like my girl calling me from the back. I like to wear it like a backpack.
Wait a minute, somebody. You want to be the little spoon?
Sometimes.
I did it before. I like it sometimes.
I like-
I
Ain't
love
gonna
it.
lie.
I
Ain't
love
gonna
it.
lie.
That's
But
feeling in the
I didn't
motherfucking
wanna say
word.
nothing.
We ain't gonna sit here and
I didn't
fake.
say that, but I'm a big ass nigga, so I felt wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why am I
But
the
the
little
best
spoon?
fucking feeling in the
Man, you
motherfucking
better-
world,
look,
y'all.
ain't gonna say the
Sometimes your
best.
girl holding you.
Look,
That's not the best.
I'm-
I like to hold her.
Man, we gonna
it
sit
is-
here and
it
do
is-
that.
it is
I like
good.
doing
Holding
that
her is
too.
better,
I
too.
like doing
It
that
is-
too.
look, it is
But
good.
sometimes it feel good to get
Look,
that love back.
forget all that. You my dad, you my mom, but I'm saying sometimes you gotta wear my mom like a backpack. Feel the love, goddamn. Feel
Right.
the love.
Say, put your arms around my neck. Let me just hold them like this. Let me be the soft one. Let me curl up. Let me be the one. You know what I mean?
That's
Not
look,
like a backpack.
Like, come on, bro.
Especially on a day where you are at your worst.
Right. Going through some shit.
And you come in the
He
room.
said wear like a backpack.
God damn.
But no, for real, like a day if you feeling your worst, you got bills stress you out, you got life stress you out, you don't know what you gonna do tomorrow. She come
I
put her
think for-
arms around you.
I think for men, now you're right, stuff like that does feel good. I think for men, for the most part, we just want to feel appreciated.
Yep.
We want to feel that what I did was for a reason.
Right.
Because we're not doing this stuff because you asked.
No.
We're doing it because we want to. Now, I mean, we want to see you shine. We want to take care of these bills. We want to take care of these kids. We want to do that. We just want to come home and feel like it was done for a reason, and you appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, now if you come in the house and, I mean, I don't know. You come in the house and you just don't feel that that appreciation. That's when things,
That enjoyment of you being there.
yeah.
Because it ain't gonna lie. It is a fucked up feeling you walk in the household and you don't feel
No love.
none.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make you feel some type of way.
Makes you feel some type of goddamn way.
Yeah,
Especially, like I said, men need that, all those 5 love languages.
Call it. Letting us know in the chat. Call in. We want to hear from you. The number is 301-761-1040. The question was, does the 5 love languages matter? We got to call in right now. I was in my man Vessel. Yo, who we got on the line?
Yo, it's Vessel, man. I was going to speak my piece and I'm going to get off.
All right.
I want people to call in, the female.
Yeah, definitely
But-
the females, man. They not calling in. This is the second week in a row.
They in here today.
They in here, though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So what you think on
And
this
it's-
love language?
Absolutely.
It's absolutely.
Everyone, absolutely. Everyone. But it's all about you got to know your partner. And you really got to know. Because some love language is more than others. She like this more than she like this one right here. But you got to know your partner. But every love language is most definitely needed in a relationship on both ends. On both ends. And small mean great. I mean, great is good, but it's small things that matter. Like you and your old lady like to smoke. You run to 7-Eleven to get some more blunts. You come back. Not only you got snacks for her and a drink.
Mm-hmm.
So on her, she's like, damn, you looked out for me. I ain't have to ask. You already know what she want and what she like to eat when
That's a
she
fact.
high.
I'm a fat nigga.
I done did
'Cause
that many
I
times,
can't
yeah.
stand when I
Something
come
like
in the
that.
house and I see my old lady with a whole Wendy's bag.
Ain't
And
got
they ain't
shit for
got
you.
shit. I said, I know you see my big
You
ass.
know I'm hungry.
See, how you couldn't get the $5 Biggie bag or nothing?
You ain't got me no fry.
Only thing I
Damn.
would
Shit, they got cookies now.
Facts,
Real
cuz.
shit.
But yeah,
Real
you're right.
shit.
But only thing I would say about the love language though, if you start it, you gotta keep with it, man. Don't never start in a relationship you're not gonna be consistent with, and that's with anything.
Consistency
Because
is
when you
hard.
start, like you said, your old lady was looking for that. It's automatically because this is what you've been doing for years,
Mhm.
and for you to start doing that, it brings doubt and question to the relationship.
Yeah, I can't even lie.
And you don't want
I used to write poems. I used to write a lot of poems and shit. I don't think I wrote a poem in at least about 7, 8 years.
Dang.
Keep it a buck.
That matters, man. That matters. You send her a poem, or matter of fact, mail it to her job. Send it to her.
We got another
That
call
is
calling in.
not-
Appreciate you, Vessel, though. We got another call coming in.
Real shit.
Yo, who we got on the line? You on the line with your man King City, King Smoke Bang doing the building. Let me know your name, what city, what state you calling in from. Yo, can you hear me? Hey, hung
Hello?
up on me. Oh, yeah, who we got on the line?
Hi, this is Aunt Carolyn on the line.
Hey,
Hey,
how you
Aunt
doing,
Carol.
Carolyn?
Hi.
So what is your
I
thoughts on
think
these
they're
love
all
languages?
important, and I think that you need to have each other's back, and they need to feel love daily, male or female. Don't just want to hear you say it, not just show and tell, but feel it genuinely. And listening, above all, sometimes it's just a hug. It's not the big thing. You don't always want to have makeup sex, or you don't always want a gift because you done something wrong. You just want to just because.
Just because.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 100%.
Real shit. I agree with that 100%.
That's true.
That's all. I mean, first time enjoying it. Keep
Thank you
it
for
up.
pulling up. Thank you for pulling up, listening in.
Bye-bye.
Make sure you share this live as soon as you hang up. You ain't gotta go nowhere, but be getting up the line.
Your wifey said, you know you lying. You always got food.
Oh, that's cap. That's cap. She knows she lied. Appreciate you for calling.
Shit.
She said there has to be a give and take 100%. That's true. Now, she said something on the call, right? She said that you have to feel it.
Ooh.
Now, I mean, because you can tell someone, like,
You
say if
love
they
them
about to
every
walk
day?
on the door and you tell them that I love you. If they don't feel that from you, that love you means nothing. They're going to say it back because it's a natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I mean?
You can tell by the tone and the action.
It didn't mean
If
that.
it was
Ooh.
pearl, if it was real shit.
I'm gonna add something to that. Your the my love yous and all that stuff like that, they the I love you have to be, like you said, you have to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to I love you, everything you do on the day to day proves it. And you feel it. I love you should never become more than a greeting and a hello and a goodbye. It shouldn't be just a greeting and goodbye. And
That's what it turns into.
yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, it's hard for it not to, because after a while, certain things, you get used to and accustomed to things. So everything just becomes
She said
a
just
daily
because
process.
things.
Yep.
That's what she said. She said it needs to be just because. She was like, it shouldn't be, I bought you a gift because I fucked up.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be because I fucked up. That, like, I was in the store today, I seen this and I thought you liked it. Here it is just because.
Shit, hell, you literally, the smallest things can make your partner's day. You can literally see a video on Facebook on some shit and just, I thought of you today.
I came in the house the other day, and y'all, everybody know I'm a goofy motherfucker, so I seen my old lady, and I'm like, how you doing, my little bucket of sunshine? Now, I'm just fucking playing. I'm like, you ain't gonna say hello back? She said, I'm sorry, I was blushing. I'm like, damn, I didn't think that was, I mean, I was just playing, but that made her feel something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I guess them just because things really, really matter.
Can I ask y'all two something as men? Y'all know that little thing that women like to do where they like touch this pot? I don't know how to explain it. Like when they hold you like that, they kind of give you like that. You know what I
That
mean?
hand?
That hand
Man,
to the
I
face.
I don't know nothing about it
I
because
swear to God on everything I love, I know what he talking about.
I don't because
Don't it just make you feel a little different?
don't touch my fucking face.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch my fucking
Don't
face.
touch my hair. That's what the fuck I
touch my
want with the
fucking
face.
face.
Don't touch my hair.
No, but we all that. That right there.
That it man knocks you
And
down.
not really your
Everybody,
face.
look, y'all see the skin? It's smooth. I take disrespect to touching my face. I don't do bumps, blemishes, none of that.
That's why the middle of your beard burnt right now.
I don't do that. Like, I feel like when I get somebody to touch my face, I feel like you just put every doorknob,
What is your old lady,
every.
though?
I don't
It's
give
your
a. I
old
don't
lady,
give a.
though.
She
It's your
touched
old
shit
lady.
today.
How about
don't
this?
put it on my face.
Not even just the face. Let's just say that caress from a woman.
It's a whole
Yeah,
different
I-
feeling,
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That right
it
there.
is.
That caress. And I don't
That
mean
go
like,
back to the spoon.
Yep.
Yeah, you right.
Man,
about
I'm
that.
telling you, cuz I don't give a fuck how tough you are when they do that shit right there. Oh man. Oh man.
Backpack. Look,
I'm
you-
the what they
look.
say, I'm the babe.
Hell, you can just come lay on my back. I don't care. Right.
Sarah, appreciate you for pulling up, Sarah. Sarah from the UK. Y'all show us some love. Y'all make sure y'all follow Sarah.
We got
Haywood,
we
man,
got
for
hot and ready
real,
in the
man.
audience today.
Share,
I mean-
everybody.
Pulling up all the way from the UK. Now, that nigga said spoon, and that shit fucked me up.
Spoon.
So you want to be the small?
Nah, not
no.
It's not an every night habit.
Yeah.
But
It
every
does
once
feel-
in a while, it feel good that your girl can crawl up behind you and say and hold you like this, and you laying there like.
And look, I said backpack because he got you a short.
You
girl,
right.
baby,
You
like,
got the right. I feel what he's saying. So yeah,
I
it
get
feel
what you're
good,
saying.
man. It's
I
a
get
good
what you're
feeling, man. It's a good feeling.
Laying
cuz.
with a woman to get you like. After a while, you gotta move because this whole arm.
oh yeah,
Sleep.
look, you
That
been out there
motherfucker
like this.
day.
That's
Ain't got
gone.
no feeling in
That's
that
gone.
motherfucker. Blood shut off.
Let's go.
You know something I don't like? I don't like how like some women complain like y'all be cuddling and everything and they be like, oh, you getting hard, you trying to have sex. So like sometimes we don't. Sometimes my dick just happy.
That's just natural.
Why do they think that?
But what I don't get was you expect your ass to touch my dick and nothing's gonna happen.
no,
First of all, why no?
That's
Why do
just
they
me. I'm a
think we
man at
have
the end of the day.
control?
no, forget all that. We all got dogs. You can pet that motherfucker happy. He happy as shit to see you. That shit going right up.
Right.
Every
I done
time.
seen-
Every time. As a male, it's just like that. We don't got no tail
It's
to
no-
wag. It's just, I'm happy. I'm here.
It just something that
Appreciate it
happened.
why it's like that. For that junk, I can't
All right,
do it.
Tiffany said, even if you tell us we look good, we want to notice it. We want to notice. Like, so
Wait,
explain
wait,
yourself a
time
little
out.
bit more.
Wait.
Explain.
So
Call
they
in. You can call in
They
too.
want to know. Yeah, call in.
Call in.
301-761-1040. Call in. Be on the line with your man, King City, King Smoke, Bang Doe. Now, how do they notice us? Maybe, well, I can't say this. We all have had times where we watched movie, music video, and be like, God damn. I mean, in front of our women about this lady that's on this music video. Maybe she want to feel that same goddamn about her.
Right.
You look at her like,
Like,
God
damn.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
And
gotta be
sometimes
the
you gotta
same
do
way.
it like when she walked down the stairs, y'all about to go on dick. Like, God damn, baby, you out here looking. Goddamn. You gotta put some
Maybe
emphasis
that's what
in
she
it.
mean. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
that's what
that's
she
what
mean.
it is.
She wants, but
And don't tell them just when they feel ugly. You know what I mean? When they be like, I don't really feel good about myself, and that's
Just
the
tell
only
them out of the
time-
blue.
Yep.
Like,
and
baby,
that's
you
the
look good
only
today.
time you tell them they feel
beautiful
beautiful,
today.
is when
You
they
look beautiful.
feeling they not.
it's hard. It's hard to do because I think when you with the woman, you think she's beautiful all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I mean,
And then that
so-
kind of like fade away, so you
It
don't
got-
kind of keep telling
yeah,
her that, but
you don't keep telling
already
'cause
know,
you-
like,
you
that's
already,
my girl.
she
I
already
feel what
looked
you're
at
saying.
you.
Yeah, I feel
She
what
only
you're saying.
feels that when she gets dolled up and all that, but you kind of like her in her sweats and her slides. That's you. You like, God damn. Now, I mean, so you don't really say it as much, but maybe that's what you're saying. Just say it on the regular.
Yeah. Yeah, tell your girl she look beautiful every day.
She said, I only have beer privileges. Yeah, that's it. You can test that. That's it. We got to call in. Yo, you on the line with your man, King City, King Smoke,
Hello.
Bang Doe. Let me know what city, what state you calling in from.
It's Tiffany Bisco calling from Maryland. Mussy's best
Hey.
friend.
Hot and ready.
All right, so
Okay.
so when it,
So we wanna
so when it
we wanna
comes,
feel like, you know what I'm saying, like even if on our roughest days or whatever like that, still tell us we look beautiful. Like you said something a little while ago, but my phone was breaking up a little bit. But it's like no matter what you do, you could rub on us, put your dick on us, but still make us feel beautiful at the same time. Make us feel wanted. It could be anything. Rub on our coochie, something.
Jeez.
so you wait a minute.
I mean,
okay.
that's part of physical touch.
It
Just
is
take a
physical
shot.
touch.
He said
It
it's-
is physical
it
touch.
is.
So you're talking about in the sexual manner. You're not really talking about
No,
like.
it don't even gotta be like that. No.
So she's
You
just
could
speaking
tell
about
your
affection,
girlfriend she
period.
So
looks
you talking about
beautiful
just
every
in the
day.
Affection,
car,
period.
y'all on the way
Like-
to get some coffee, touch the cat.
I mean, sometimes like a
Yeah,
little,
no.
little hand warmer.
No, it could just be.
You could just
no,
you could just put your hand on the leg while she's driving. That's affection.
Basically, you need to
Anything
touch
like
her to
that, yes.
different
Hold her
things to make
hand.
her feel beautiful.
Like, just tell her you look beautiful, baby.
Right.
Just look over her like
Right.
you look
I
beautiful,
feel what
baby.
you're saying.
Make
Yeah.
her feel like you crave her, so to speak.
Right.
Like she's
like
your,
no other woman could compete against her. This is mine. This is
Like the
who it
craving
is.
craver, like
Yeah,
the
I
honeycomb
feel what he's
guy.
saying.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, like you gotta.
Exactly.
I feel it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if you don't got a female that will boost you up the same way, then she ain't the right one for you. 'Cause
Now-
she should
now
be
I got a
boosting you up
question.
the same way.
I got a question. For guys, does the physical touch thing apply the same way? Because I can think of so many different ways why physical touch can be important for a woman. But do y'all think that y'all should touch a man? And
Of course. I mean, you should always touch a man. You should always make him, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody has sexual needs.
no,
You know what I'm saying?
not
Everybody does.
just in a sexual manner. Just like you were saying, just because.
Just because, yeah, like you need to make your man feel wanted too. Like, yeah, like I'ma still touch him. I'ma rub behind his ears. I'ma play in his hair. I'ma sit there and kiss on him just while we driving down the road. You know what I'm saying? Probably tickle his little whatever. Just
Child
because,
for Gribs
like,
pulling up.
you're my dude, and I want you to feel special, just as way you make me feel special.
Yeah.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Respect, respect. Appreciate you for pulling up to the King stable, man.
Yes,
Like
Lord.
I said, you ain't got to go nowhere, but you got to get off the line. Stay in the comments.
Shout out to the best friend. Shout out to the best friend. What's good?
So, yeah. Like, I'm going to ask y'all this. Because I just asked her, but that's a woman. I'm going to get Little Spoon here.
Hey, I like little girls too. Shit. And I like tall.
on with it, man.
And I like tall girls too.
No.
What?
I don't.
What?
That's
Man,
'cause you
what?
tall.
Let me
What?
explain. I explain this to people.
Man.
I explain this to people all the time.
I ain't a tall nigga anyway. So
I explain this to people all the time. I've been tall my whole life. So what y'all don't see is what I see. I don't look people in the eyes when I like, Y'all
Cause
have,
nigga, you tall as a motherfucker.
okay,
You looking on top of their head
my,
and shit.
My hug has always been the same. My hug has always
Well,
been the
I
downward
can say that
motion.
because I never date no girl that was taller than me.
Shit.
I always seen the top
my
of their
hug
head
has
every
always
time.
been a downward motion. For me to be chest to chest with you, we looking eye to eye is awkward.
Man,
I'm 6'3", my guy.
hold on. Let me explain y'all something. I ain't gonna lie.
I never
I'm
had a.
6'3". You 5 something.
I probably
so
had a few,
for her
but
to be
nah.
taller than me, she gotta be 6'6".
God damn. God damn.
You know what I'm saying?
You want a basketball player?
No,
now.
sir.
I ain't gonna lie
God.
though.
Now I'm hugging like this. No, I don't
no,
want to hug like
fuck
this.
that.
We go down like this.
I love it.
No,
I
sir.
like talking like.
You want your
as-
arms
look,
down like
You're not about to pick me up.
especially when she try, especially when they act like, no, you tall, you think you the man. Like, look, come here, you big goddamn tree.
Give me a hug. Jumping up like it. Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Legs kicking like this.
Y'all say that.
Put me down.
I've been this tall at least since 5th grade. So it was like my hugs has always felt the
So
same.
you always been a tall motherfucker.
For me to hug you,
think-
like this would be awkward. And then all of a sudden I'm talking to you like this. I've always talked to people looking down. When I talk to you, I look over your head. I gotta look down. When I talk to you, I look over your head. I gotta look down. For me to look at you eye in the eye like this, nah, sir, that bothers
For her
me.
to come put her arms around your neck and back, I got you, baby.
Yeah.
And she looking down on top of you.
Fuck that.
Like,
Let
I
me
feel
get
what you saying.
look,
That's kind of
let me get a tall
masculine,
girl.
as
No,
I can
fuck
say it.
that. Let me get a tall girl. Say, come here, baby.
Motherfucker
Look,
said.
I want uppies since you tall.
Pick me up.
He said,
I want
"Oh,
uppies.
He said, pick me up, but put me back down. God damn. He
not
said,
about to pick
he
me
said
up.
I want to feel my feet kick at the bottom. I want to kick like this.
Fuck that. Come here, you tall tree. I want all that, guy.
Hey, but when they lay down, they're the same height.
All right, so we gotta
I had a
conclude.
couple tall joints.
We gotta conclude this,
No,
man. We gotta
'cause
conclude
sometimes,
the
you know, the
community
cheeks
spotlight.
be-
I mean,
be at your
community
chin.
meeting.
Okay. Oh.
Look, cheeks be
See,
at
now
your chin.
we going too deep. We're going to have to cut that. Go ahead, go what you were saying real
Yeah, we
quick.
gotta conclude.
You had me ready to think
In
somewhere else.
conclusion, man, what would y'all say? In conclusion, so we can get some motivation
Oh,
and bang.
shit.
In conclusion, what would you say? The 5 love languages.
In conclusion,
Oh, go ahead.
I would love to say that everything needs to be reciprocal, and like somebody said before, you need to have it to be a mutual, and you need to learn your partner's love languages that they reciprocate better. Not reciprocate, but that the ones that they take hold.
If the love languages go away, do you simply leave, or do you explain to them your love languages again?
Like if it fade away,
If it fade away,
just to remind them again. Just to, I
Or
think
do
you
you
should.
leave?
If they can't, I mean, I feel what you're saying, but if I gotta explain it to you again,
you don't
that
care
means
no
you
more,
didn't
right?
catch on to it in the beginning. You
Because
didn't
the reason I say
kinda.
the reason
But you kinda. But they go back to kinda.
The reason I say you should-
it kinda go back where you gotta remind them. You gotta remind them every day that you care, and it's no love.
It's a
lost.
reminder to a certain extent, because the reason I have love languages that I have, you have yours. Now, just because you stop showing me mine doesn't mean you're not receiving yours. So if I'm giving
okay.
you yours and you're not giving me mine, who
I
are
feel
you
what you-
giving theirs to?
I feel what you're saying.
You get what I'm
I agree.
saying?
I feel what you're
I
saying.
also, this is just me. Like I said, I ain't married, but I will say that I believe that sometimes that life can have y'all
Said smoke won't Big Shirley.
show do. But no, I truly believe that life can have y'all kind of get into this repetitive routine that y'all sort of lose that.
The word is repetitive.
Hmm?
Repetitive.
Routine?
No, you said repetitive. The word is repetitive.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. Words is my thing. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Man, go play Scrabble. But yeah, you need to. It can die down. Like I said, it's not so the fact of reminding, but you know, as a couple, sometimes y'all need a little jump start because y'all got too deep diving and building y'all kingdom.
Right.
that
And
y'all
everything
forgot
going on
each
around you that you
other.
lost focus on each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's true. And sometimes you gotta remind your partner that I
Now,
love you.
That's like
and
me.
that's
I've
what
been
it
with my
is.
old lady
So
since
I
08.
agree.
It's not as long as my mom and my dad. I mean, they've been together since the fuck if I know. I know they got married in like 91, 92. So there's no telling how long they've been
They
together.
got history.
Yeah.
Look,
Yes, sir.
I hate hearing years like that because I don't exist.
They've been around.
That shit
since-
crazy as
man.
hell,
they
man.
been- that's love.
Yeah.
It is.
That's love.
and
Them the type of
I'm
people
not
I would
gonna
get
lie.
advice for right there.
I'm trying to think real hard. They're the only people I know personally that's been together that long. Now I do got an aunt and an uncle, my uncle Tony, that he's been with his wife for a very long
So you
time,
said
but it's not
since
as long.
91.
I mean, yeah.
Ooh.
Like personally
That's
know
real
that's
love
been
right there, cuz.
together that long. So these things are like rare. But what I was saying is being together with someone for so long can draw a dry spell. Not dry like y'all don't like each other type dry. I mean like those things, love languages can shy away because y'all worrying about bills, y'all worrying about buying a new home, y'all worrying about new cars, and y'all trying to build this thing for y'all future, a family, so y'all forget the little things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And this was a crazy question for this week. It was a great question. I can't wait to clip this up to see what everybody is saying. I mean, but I don't want to draw this out. It said lightweight don't bother smoke. And my King George voice. Go ahead.
Most definitely.
Oh,
Big,
shit.
tall, small. all
Shout
of
outs to DCB.
Only
But
ones I
don't-
won't date
don't-
is this.
Hold on. I don't want to end the show without getting motivation with a bang.
Yes, sir.
Know what I mean, and appreciate everybody, man.
You know I got that
for
shit.
pulling up. I mean, so,
Yes, I
but,
got that shit.
we got to get some motivation with a bang, man. We got to get the motivation with a
My
bang.
motivation today. Let's get the banner up on the screen right there.
Yep.
My motivation for the day, man, is just what we was talking about. And it gave me an idea like, man, talk to your partner, love your partner. I wish that I could have said shit in the past that, you know what I mean, but I wasn't all the way, you know what I mean? But go back, you know what I mean, talk to your partner, understand your partner, and show your partner as much affection as you can show them. You know what I mean? Show them the love. Build that trust, build that love with them, man, and show them affection. Show them every day that you love them and you care about them and don't know other female or other male matters. They are that person. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I'm speaking for male and female. You got to show that love, because I'm telling you, if you don't show that and they go months without that, your relationship is going to go downhill, and it's going to be a spiral, and it's going to be conflict. You not going to understand, and they probably won't understand because y'all not taking the time to tune into each other. So you got to focus on each other and learn each other ways and stuff. And you got to learn, and you got to show that person that you love them every day. It can be something small. I don't give a fuck if you write a note, just like my man Smoke said. You just write a note and just put it in their fucking lunch before they go to school saying, I love you. That shit means a whole motherfucking lot. You got their whole motherfucking day. They go open their lunch up and see that note saying, I love you. That made their whole motherfucking day right there. They can't wait to get home to tear your ass up.
Facts.
That
That's just
bologna
straight what
sandwich
it is.
Tasty as hell now.
All I need is
What?
some luck knock.
And the food tastes even better too. Like,
Yeah.
my baby made me this.
I ain't never had a bologna sandwich
Hey,
this
exactly.
goddamn
At work
good.
dancing.
That's so
At work dancing and smiling like a motherfucker. They looking at you. What you so happy for? Man, don't
Facts.
even worry about it.
Appreciate
But all that affection-
Oh, I got Aunt Booty Jacket here. Appreciate you for
Right.
tuning
Affection
in.
means a whole motherfucking lot. Go home, love on your partner, man, and show them every day that you care about them, man. And that's all that matters in your relationship, man. Y'all giving each other that respect and showing each other that you care about each other will make your relationship last 20 to 30 years from now.
Facts.
I don't give a fuck what you going through.
That's a fact.
And it's another thing. Never go to sleep mad at each other.
No.
Always talk that shit out before you lay down and y'all get y'all rest for
That's
the
a
night.
woman thing.
I don't give.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a
That's
man.
a-
It's a man.
that's
Nope.
Well, if
Nope.
it's a man thing,
It's a man thing too. It's a man thing
he's
too. It go both ways. No. It go both ways. It go both ways because you cannot. And thanks for the likes. It go both ways. It ain't just no man thing or no woman thing.
It is.
The man shouldn't go bed mad, and the female shouldn't go bed mad.
No. That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying.
That's what I'm
Ms.
speaking.
Nee
on.
said, "Thank you for great King Bang." I'm not saying that neither should go to bed mad. I'm saying more women go to bed mad than men go to bed
But
mad.
if you talk,
Because men, wait a minute, time out. Men are more conflict resolution people. We want to deal with this right now.
but I guarantee you, if y'all just had an argument before bed, and the tension's in the air, and you go out and smoke your little blunt or cigarette and come back in there, and I guarantee you crawl up under like that spoon like we was talking about, and you kiss her on her neck and tell her, baby, I love you, I'm sorry, all that shit gone out the motherfucking window.
You got a fact there.
That's
gotta
what
factor
I'm
in.
saying.
You gotta
Because
factor
some
in.
of us don't have the pride or the time to even think about that shit. You just mad and you just smoke the
Pride.
blunt and-
I'm,
pride.
I'm gonna say.
You know what I mean?
And once
Like,
again, I appreciate y'all. We only got 6 minutes left. Appreciate y'all
That's
for pulling
real
up.
shit.
I'm gonna say, me personally speaking, you're right. The go outside, smoke a cigarette, maybe a blunt if that's your thing, and just
Come
a
back and just crawl up
a
under her and
simple
kiss
just
her and say,
crawl
"Man, I
kiss
love
and
you,
I
man.
love
I'm
you,"
sorry.
would suffice.
Else.
I was the type of person where I don't want to just crawl up, which you're right. I'm not discrediting that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to just crawl up and do the kiss thing, which ain't gonna lie, kind of just helped the nigga. But I'm gonna keep it a buck because I want to go smoke and come back and still talk about what I was talking about, but not in the manner that I was talking about. I want to resolve it because at first maybe I was arguing about it. Now I just want to be like, all right, baby,
But this what you do, right?
let's talk.
Do what
But
I
that
just
small
said.
kiss
Do what
would
I
just
just
cut
but,
it out.
but just do what I just said.
But I
And
think
then try. Matter of fact, sometimes just shut the fuck up.
yeah.
Just come back in there, do exactly what I said, and go to fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's gonna be a peaceful sleep when y'all wake up. And when y'all wake up that morning, then y'all gonna have an understanding to talk about it because
That
y'all
part.
wasn't mad
That part
before you went
my,
to sleep.
My main thing is just don't let what I wanted to talk about become nothing. Just because
Okay,
if I come in there and I give you a hug and I kiss you and I say I love you, I don't want what my frustration was to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to talk about it. I don't want to
Right.
argue about it, but I want to bring it up.
Another thing I want to add to what y'all said, because a lot of times it can. I'm looking at time. A lot of times it can be looked at. You could do both, because you can always get in bed and say, "Look, baby, you know I love you. You know all these problems we're going through. We can work on them. But I don't want you to think that I'm arguing with you because we are fighting the problem right now. Because at the end of the day, like I said, words matter. Even if she don't reciprocate, she quiet as shit. Because sometimes that can get the nigga too. When she not reciprocating what you saying. So sometimes you got to put that in the air. Like, look, I love you regardless of what we going through. I'm still caring about you. I love you, and I don't want to disrespect you. We need to get through this. And if we can't get through it tonight, we can always talk about it in the morning. If you,
I just don't think that
Right.
a man's feelings is valued. But that's for next week's show.
I can't wait to get on that one.
I don't think a man. Yeah, that's for next week's show. As always, man, I appreciate everyone for pulling. Because I'm an Aquarius, that's fucked up. Don't disrespect me like that.
Oh, you an Aquarius?
Don't do me like
Them
that.
motherfuckers. Like, nah, let's
They say that Aquarius is the smartest people on the planet. But anyways,
Oh, here we go.
appreciate everybody for pulling up to the King's Table with your man King City.
King Smoke.
Bang, though, man. And today was a great one. We didn't get
I
to
mean,
get
every
to
week
our
we have a
word-
great show.
Matter of
I
fact,
mean-
I'm going to just ask one of y'all. Y'all can flip a coin, don't matter. We didn't get to the words to community. We just need one. We only got time
Words
for
to
one.
community.
Who wants to do it? Words to
You
the
want to take
community.
it away, Smoke?
I guess I can take it away.
Yeah, let's get it quick.
So
man.
I'm gonna give you our word to community. That's an entire summary of our entire show today. The word to the community is go home to your goddamn family. Love your family, and also figure out. Make sure you know your wife's love languages, and it's gonna be a big one. I mean, your wife, your husband, whoever you got, and know your kids' love languages too, because they do got them.
Study your family.
Yeah.
And love them, and also understand that life comes with trials and tribulations, and sometimes the love might be a little thin at that time, but sometimes your partner ain't 50-50 with you. Sometimes it's 60-40.
Yeah.
And that's my
Appreciate-
word.
Yep. Appreciate everybody pulling in as always, man. Like I said, King City,
King Smoke.
bang, doing the building. King's Table till next week, man.
Farrakhan for
Beltway
president.
Radio and beyond, man. We out this thing. Let's get it a little bit cognac and Moscato.
Yes, sir.
Till next week.
I just want some love from you, baby. I wanna be in touch with you, baby. I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. I can't get enough of you, baby. But I feel like giving up on you, baby. So will you, will you, will you?
I'm thinking we can be more. I know I gave you D, but now it's leading to a detour. You think I'm playing games anytime that we can be bored. I can be your re-up, and you can be my reward. You wanted me to speak up, I wanted you to speak or give me some type of hint, a hug with the tightest grip, juice that I like to sip, kiss with the nicest lips, with gloss. Just an everyday girl who would pick Ross, or maybe Marshalls. What to do for an offer, here's a shoe that I bought you. For your foot there's a locker. We got that type of vibe back in high school. Before the Apple Music, we was listening to iTunes. Had the Kyocera flip phone up in my room. Thinking about the days we would end up as the bridegroom. We can be lit on some high noon. If you out of state, we can try Zoom. At least I know I tried to. Make it work, I know it hurts that I'm on tour. It's a shot I had to take, that's what I'm gunning for. Just to take you around the world, know I'm gonna explore. I know it's hard to sit still when you wanna soar.
Love from you, baby. I wanna be in touch with you, baby. I feel you, I feel you, I feel you. I can't get enough of you, baby, but I feel like giving up on you, baby. So will you, will you, will you?
They say dreams worth more than money, I had to change up. When you got a team, sometimes you gotta make cuts. It's survival of the fittest when you in the jungle. Just to make a hit, you bob and weave, chicks needing bundles. Give me a stack of that paper to invest in. Build an empire, no question. Read the Inquirer, my suggestion is go and get your blessing. Get you a check and don't check in. And tell you where to